And we're back into the game. Don't do that. Like I'm gonna give an introduction. So yeah, we're back into the game. Godbound. We've had a little recap off camera because by God my brain is scrambled sometimes. And yeah, last thing that we just come back from from basically robbing a guy's desk, going through the head of the church's information and effectively, gathering as much information as you can. Though you haven't looked at all of it due to the fact you've only just come back and kind of had to run out after setting off. Not really an alarm, more of a giant noise explosion in the room.
You're like knocking over an aquarium.
Yeah, well, an aquarium that's full of exploding fish, because that hurt you guys, and you guys are hard to hurt.
So it's just the tofu fish then.
But yeah, so you had a bit of a chat, and you have now been told that Mr. Switch is willing to see you. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess we're all grouped up together, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we're all together.
Yeah, so.
So, what were our demands again? I totally forget.
You didn't.
We wanted something from him.
I mean, we wanted to meet with them in order to try and get them to stop whatever they're doing, so we can get the city back on plan.
That might have been your idea.
Oh yeah, that was my idea.
Yeah, that was your idea. I was thinking more like we maybe arm them and then just kind of turn them on the church. I don't know. I'm still mulling it over, really. What do you think, Tara?
Well, I do think we can use them. I've just been mulling it over in my head, and I have just spent the experience to pick up that whole showing people the sins of others gift, because I think it is going to be useful. I mean, we can use all of these groups up until the end of the uprising, and, then we can decide what we're doing when that's all taken care of. We can give people a second chance, or, say, if you're not going to be able to stop this particular act, we're giving you a chance to fuck off out of our city, otherwise we will punish you. We can play by
Man, Tara's gotten really eloquent lately.
What would you like a reminder of, say, what crimes and such that these people have been,
Tom Foreman, which is the name I've got for our upper class friend.
Yes.
I have no idea if that's actually accurate. I may have made it up.
No, Foreman.
Fighting rings, gambling dens, smuggling, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I haven't actually got the
Drugs.
information for Don Switch.
Mm.
Is that his name?
Yes, Don Switch.
Drugs, yes, drugs. I'll add drugs.
Drugs were from Foreman, but
Yes, drugs. That's important.
What was Switch's thing? I remember him doing I don't think it was exactly racketeering, but I don't think it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was
imagining
muscling people for racketeering.
Well, yeah. Previously, he was more known for being a bit of a shaking down businesses, protection, that kind of thing. And while he does still do that, he has been known to shake people down. The reason when things are being a little more looked into these days is because...
Oh, wait, wasn't there something to do with children? It's
yes.
coming back to me now.
People have been saying that he's been extorting children off of people. In order...
we're going to have so much fun with him.
And but the thing is, he's also been asking for much less money of late, according to the police reports that have been coming in. It's much less money, so people aren't really sure where the money is coming from. But he's getting money from somewhere, and he's getting and he appears to be basically taking in either through coercion. It tends to follow the pattern of he'll try to bring in the kids themselves by encouraging them to join the gang. If that doesn't work, he'll steadily move up to kind of more heavy-handed, and eventually, the people have been saying that he's just straight out been extorting people for their children to come work for him, and some of these kids have never been seen again.
Quentin.
Yes.
I don't think a guardsman should be there. You know, maybe you should look into what information you could find out with your underworld friends, and maybe squeeze the life out of them. And then, when they spill their guts, figuratively or literally, you can figure out what they know and then tell us, and then we can decide.
Underworld friends? What?
Friends is a strong.
What underworld friends?
I don't know. We were talking about them first session, weren't we?
No, I think we were talking about stopping the underworld from happening,
Yeah.
or at least me being the boss of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I was more like thinking that there has to be some criminal element he knows that he could like palpate, I guess.
I mean, do you
With
think?
the
Do
I
you
have
think?
all the knowledge of all the major people in the city.
Okay. Well,
If that helps.
what kind of knowledge would you like? You probably know a couple of the, a couple of lieutenants and such in the area, but and people that you might be able to approach. So you do have an in. You know someone who is you're in with, and that's Johnny. Like he set up the meeting for you, and is kind of wondering why you guys haven't shown up yet. Because you said that
We're not that fast, jeez.
you can teleport.
Oh yeah. Does he know that?
He doesn't. I do.
But I mean, I would rather be at the meeting.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we might
I
as well.
tend to agree.
He also, he knows that he's coming.
Yeah.
He's already made the introduction of, there's this guy who wants to have a chat with you, like the three of you. It would be a bit
I mean,
weird.
I could also just, if you want, just wait outside and just eavesdrop in on you and whisper my opinion. But
Or you can put on that mask.
That's
Yeah.
involuntary.
What time is it?
that's actually a good question.
It's probably the afternoon, but it's not super late because you guys haven't done super much today.
I
Like,
could just miracle at nighttime.
Oh yeah. There's nothing and I can do things forced to be night.
yeah. I mean, you could just go and see him because you made the appointment while you were Quinton, rather than
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could actually use that as leverage. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess.
and
Yeah, let's
and
go.
So-
also the guy knows who you are. Johnny knows,
Yeah,
has
but
seen
now-
both sides.
What if he suddenly
But
went
did you ever
missing?
find out- Did you ever find out if your how did it go with your brother?
It's fine. It's all under control.
That's good. All right. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So do we know where we're going?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Lead the way.
I lead the way because I know his location.
Yep. Okay, it's a set of warehouses in the area of Westdock that has basically been abandoned for a while, and they just set up in there, and it's given them a lot of area, a lot of room to kind of work with. So you do see a couple of people sitting around as you walk through. They kind of giving you some lingering looks, but obviously they have been told that there will be guests. That they look pretty much like out of work sailors who are sitting around the docks. But you do get a feeling that these guys are just general toughs that have been left around the place. But
I do one thing before we actually arrive on scene.
yes.
I would like to just have like this huge murder of crows just be on all the rooftops.
Okay.
So there is an unnatural amount of crows in the area.
Okay. And a natural amount of crows. Okie doke.
Noticeably unnatural amount of crows. No, that's a good thing. They call them murder.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, a murder of crows.
The only person who seems kind of bothered by this is Johnny. Like, the rest of them kind of give it a look and give it a bit of a shrug. There's crows there, but they don't really think too much about it. Like, it's a huge amount, but they don't immediately go to, obviously this is some kind of supernatural occurrence. No, they're just like, it's an awful lot of crows. But
How do I put this? Can I just magic myself up some fucking armor before we... Considering my sword, just summon some redness. Like I'm just a living dead girl that walked right out of the grave.
What do you mean, like spending an effort to, to basically make an armor?
To show off.
Not just like any armor, I guess. Like an armor both stylized and redundant, I guess. Something that looks like a local, like what the Red Legion would have worn, but
do you mean like the cult kind of thing?
Yeah, the cult.
Yeah, the generals. Okay.
Something like they would have worn, but instead of like red, it would be black.
Black. Yeah, well, it's interesting. But I mean, that's the thing. You have sword and stuff like that, so that allows you to summon swords and weapons. But
if you look at it, it covers any melee combat. Which, anyway, if I can't do it, it's
not like that seems like something that's a bit, a bit of a sudden kind of separation from things. But and it's something you could work on. Definitely, hell, you could even make it. Using your sword and protection abilities to effectively make yourself some summonable like magical armor or something similar. But it's a bit kind of without spending any effort. Then it's
Oh no, I'm gonna spend effort.
Oh, spend effort. Then yeah, sure.
Yeah,
then you just use the miracles to show off.
Yeah,
effectively.
It actually would be a miracle to solve a problem, but.
How many toughs are we talking about exactly? Give or take.
As you're kind of walking along, they're a bit evenly spaced, but there's like 3 or 4 that tend to be sitting around playing cards. A couple that are in an alleyway smoking. So you roughly see about 8 as you're walking along. They are a bit spaced out. And you see Johnny kind of standing at the entrance to one of the warehouses, and he's smoking himself and looking a little bit more nervous than everyone else.
Oh, yeah, I also have war as a word.
I think I'll just be sniffing audibly. That's all.
Okay. Johnny will kind of nod to you as you all walk towards, like, hey, Don said that, you can come in and have a talk, but do you think you could leave, like, your weapons and stuff out here?
Oh, I just literally hand...
You're cutting out a bit there, Foxer.
I literally hand him the sword.
Okay.
5 foot... 100-pound sword I have.
He certainly struggles, but he kind of leaves it leaning up against the side of the warehouse kind of thing, and looks to the watchman and looks to Kara, just
who stands there not reacting in any way whatsoever.
He does kind of look up at the antlers.
She matches his expression levelly and unblinkingly.
You can take those off, right?
You don't want me to.
Why?
When they come out, they get used.
Look, come on, you can't go in armed. You know this kind of situation. You got to show some faith in this.
She'll stare at him for a long time, just long enough to be uncomfortable. And again, without breaking the expression at all and staring him right in the eye, just reaches up and takes them off with a snap. I like to imagine they're connected in some way every time.
Yeah. I do imagine like he's expecting you to kind of take off like a helmet
or them or something, but no, it's just a snap.
He flinches at that, like, oh, you could have just said they were attached.
I thought I did. She hands them to him.
He's concerned. He puts them beside the sword and he looks over at Quentin, just like,
I give him my halberd.
He puts that to the side.
Wait. Before Quentin gives him his halberd, I'm like, can I see that real quick?
My halberd?
Yeah, can I hold it?
Yeah, sure.
I hold it real quick, and then I give it a couple swings, and I hand it over to Johnny.
Okay, so you're basically registering this as something you can summon. Yeah.
And I imagine you look terrifyingly competent doing it between all your words.
Yeah, like, there's this little dead girl who just barely can hold this sword, and then I'm perfect form, perfect maneuvering, perfect.
No dear.
And then for the rest of the scene, I would like to have a bird just sitting on top of my halberd.
Okay.
And if anybody comes near it, it's gonna pick their eyes out.
Okie doke.
Two-footed booby.
Does that count Johnny? Because Johnny might be standing out there.
I mean, it will poke Johnny's eyes out if he touches it.
Okay. So he
And
just...
I give him a warning across, don't touch my weapon. You'll lose an eye.
He kind of opens his mouth to ask, and then the bird just lands on it. It's like, okay.
And then it just looks him dead in the eyes and caws. So, ah.
Okay.
Having complete control is a lot more powerful than I.
It's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's inside. Down the stairs at the back. There's a little barricade. You can open it up by opening the third box on the left, and he gives you the things. I'll wait here. There should be someone in there to take you down. I'll just, I'll wait here. So
I'm
yeah,
just gonna walk through the door.
Johnny, you've gone through a lot for us. I'm very glad you've taken the opportunity to better everyone's life. And I smile, and my black teeth smile, my dead eyes, and then I walk away. Can't help it.
Oh dear. Okay.
I'm gonna walk straight through the door.
Yeah, there's some guys on the other side. They do have weapons, of course, but they just kind of give you a glance over, then nod at you, and they lead you to the back of the place, down a set of stairs. There's like a wall of boxes down the bottom, but like you said, third on the left, they just crack open what looks like a cargo container, and you can see it leads back further into an underground passage that just has like plenty of like the leads to underground passage that has plenty of room, and they wave you through.
Yep.
Very diligent.
Yeah. So inside, it's a bit more like almost like a traditional kind of hut. There's a little fireplace which has been carved out and has a moderately working moderately working air flume, so it doesn't just kill everyone in the area. And and it seems to head up into the areas above, and there's a kind of a table, a large table for everyone to sit at for some kind of either meetings or conjoined meals. It's probably the nicest thing looking in here. You have a feeling it might have been brought down here from somewhere else once upon a time, and just remnants of a much better time. Sitting right at the end is let's see, how would I describe Horatio's switch? Well,
did we get Horatio at any point, or
no? Horatio's switch. I think he might have mentioned the name once, but
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Then it's just I don't have that name, so I'm going to add it. Thank you.
Yeah, Don Switch, Don Horatio Switch. I think it might have been mentioned by Benny Foreman.
Okay, cool, that works.
Yeah, Don Switch is a very large man, like very muscular. You can tell he's wearing an old ship captain's coat that looks designed to keep the weather out, and he's got a large scar across most of his face. And, he's a bit grey, and he's got like the mutton chop trimmed beard with grey mixed into it. He definitely looks like a very strong, physical man. above all else. But there's a little bit of a look to him that you suspect that he doesn't run this just by luck and luck of the draw. He's a bit more intelligent. But he's sitting at the end of the table, and his sword is nearby, not at his hip. It's sitting by the table, but it's not attached to him. So at the very least, he's not wearing it. And he kind of nods as the three of you step in. Like, heard that you might have been looking for me.
Well, yes, we have. So,
We have a few questions.
I heard some interesting stuff from Johnny.
Oh, like what?
Oh, kind of thing that you wouldn't usually see. Well, I suppose if I didn't know how sound of mind he was, I might have suggested he goes right back into that place. But I'm glad that you got my lad out. You did us a favour for that.
We did what was just.
He didn't belong in there.
Glad that I can see that we can meet eye to eye on that. Now, I'm not going to be rude. You are my guest at this point, and you have done me a favour. So please, take a seat. I'll get us a drink.
Sit down, I guess.
Mhm.
It's like, Is this?
He waits for you all to sit down and gets up slowly. Even though he's very strong, you can tell there's a bit of age going into those muscles. That by now he's a little bit more world weary than some people might get on. But he's
Basically just a warrior that's gone to seed.
yeah, he is a ship's captain. That was a lot of hard work for a lot of time. He's probably got a few injuries under that coat that never fully quite healed. And you can at least he gives that impression. That's he gets up, he moves over to a cabinet that sits behind his chair and just starts pulling out decanters. Like, we ain't got much brandy. That good for you?
Oh, I've never had brandy before. What's brandy?
It's good.
I'll try it.
Yeah, it's Kara's having a hard time with the chair.
How does this work?
Shifting back and forth constantly. Not quite certain where to put her legs. She keeps trying to cross her legs and sit in it.
He approaches over. And how closely did you sit to this guy? Because it's a rather long table.
How many sort of seats are there around it?
There's actually quite a few seats, including some that are right next to him. You have a feeling that it's like, either for collective meals or meetings. So, it's actually arranged where you could sit just about anywhere along this rather long dining table kind of situation.
Probably a few seats away, but not like on the opposite side or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting in the middle, close to the door, whichever side's the door.
Okie doke.
I'm gonna sit in between them, I guess.
Okay. He'll kind of walk down the line then, putting tumblers of brandy in front of the three of you, and kind of just since Sade's right at the back, just give her a little clap on the shoulder kind of thing. A lot of strength in that arm, but he didn't mean it aggressively, just like so he kind of walks around with his own, picks it up and takes a seat a bit closer to you lot, sitting opposite rather than at the head of the table. So he's actually sitting across from you, like, so you're something special then.
That's a strong word. Say, really, we just wanted to come here and ask you a few questions. We can answer any questions you have if we feel like it.
I don't really have much questions. You see, it's pretty.
Aren't you?
I'm pretty simple with how I function. I work pretty basic. I look after my lads, I look after my business, and I do what I need.
Well, then I have a very simple question for you.
Aye.
I gently place my hands on the table and I lean in and I just drop several octaves. How do you feel about the...
You're still cutting out a little bit. Is that just for me, or...?
No, you are cutting out a bit.
Yeah. It's like, how do you feel about the... And that's it. That's where it cuts out.
I said, how do you feel about the church?
I am not a fan, as you might be able to suspect.
Scale of hatred to gut-wrenching rage. Where would you...
Well, how about I ask you lot the same question? Where do you
Terra
feel...
hisses.
She hisses. If I was given the opportunity, I would kill every single last one of them with hands as violently and as viscerally as possible.
And bathe in their blood.
Going a bit far, that could stink.
It does.
Remember.
No, it does. It does. It really stinks. I'll tell you that.
No, she's fine with that. We're both fine with that. It's just I'm trying to clean up. Anyway,
I can only imagine he's not blind. Well, I say blind isn't the word, but we have an odor about us.
Yeah. He's been in the shipping, pirating, and fishing business long enough that
No, that's true.
He's dealt with buckets full of fish slop that have gone off in the hot sun, and you guys are slightly better than that.
I like how puts it, how like it had all the delightful aroma of a rotting carcass being swollen and bursting in the sea.
Yep.
Anyway.
So yeah,
Sorry.
he's a let's just say I could take them or leave them.
What would you need incentive? You know, if you catch my meaning.
Oh, pretty simple with that. I mean, like I said, all I cares about is my business and my lads, and a bit of the safety in the situation. You know, it's something that I do try to be aware of, the current situations and everything's going on, but you can certainly see how the church can be damaging for business at the same time.
Even especially if they keep taking your men.
And forcing you into positions you can't come.
Yes, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't care for them too much. My men tend to hate them. It's one of the big things you got to think about, really, when running this kind of business. If the city's doing well, then you're gonna do really well. If the city's doing poorly, then you're gonna suffer even more. And my lads, well, they're not exactly highbrow lot. So, they're dealing with what they can, but they're suffering, I'm suffering, and a lot of this situation is just becoming a rather descending doom spiral in the morale of the city in general.
Do we know what his business actually is?
Well, if he was trying to hide something from you, what would he make a spirit save? Because you know knowledge.
I'm guessing he's probably not a lesser foe. Either.
No, he's
You
not
have
a lesser
good
foe.
connection with citizens, blah blah. You automatically sense the major figures, the location, and the general role. Guildmaster of Thieves, Secret Kingmaker, Mayor, Beloved Pillar of Community.
Then you're not 100% sure, but you have a feeling that he moves something out of the city.
Interesting.
Remind me where we heard the thing about the kids again.
Police
that was,
reports.
Foreman. Right. Did Foreman mention it as well, or did I imagine that?
I think no. I think that was more in the police reports.
Okay.
Though it is kind of a rumor that's been going around for a while, and I think Jim mentioned it as well, actually.
Alright, so Well, we have our own plans to... What's up with it? Deal with the church.
Interesting.
And
You're really
you don't
cutting
need to
out.
be part of those plans, but you will inevitably see the results. There's going to be dissent, rioting, fighting, perhaps even revolution. And I don't think that would come in as any surprise to you. It's more like, on which end of the smoke screen do you want to be on? The one that's lauded as the one that was laying back waiting for a time to strike. Because there's many things I would recommend in this world, sir, and the one thing I would recommend not doing is being against us.
Now, here's an interesting thought for you. Because you sure do seem taken with this whole idea of blood in the streets and violence and going up against the church one-on-one, hand-in-hand, I suppose. Now, here's an interesting question. Are you sure that's going to work best? You see...
What do you have?
Well,
What do you propose?
Oh, I'm not proposing anything. I'm just telling you from a bit of experience. We tried violence. We all tried violence. Whether years ago or a couple of months. Why do you think Johnny got tugged in? He didn't just declare that he wasn't very happy with the church. You always have naysayers. No, he declared it with a knife down a back alley. Did manage to kill the sucker, but...
Adding Johnny to the list of saints?
I have a question for you then. If you're so sure the violence won't work, is it because they will send their armies here, or is it because they are too overwhelming of a force?
Yes and yes. One way or another, there's a lot of cult members, and you're not going to convince every single one perfectly that you can do this, unless you've got some other tricks up your sleeve that Johnny hasn't seen, of course. Like I said, you're special.
If the people saw them for the liars they are,
True.
and she lets the thought linger.
Perhaps even if they knew what they were doing.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
A lot of people, until they feel threatened themselves, they're not going to want to move. Now, my lads, they're the kind of one that might want to pick up sticks, so to say. But we also have important jobs that we need doing. Because we don't want to just affect this place. We need to affect more. Further. If we just free this one place, then other places might get worse, might get even, more cruel to the people out there.
Then we'll proclaim ourselves a safe haven for those people, and then they can come and live here.
Problematically is that they're sending their armies and forces directly at us. As much as I have a good inclination of how overwhelmingly unstoppable any forces under my banner would be, it's still too much. I'll have to talk with you later, Quinn. I think we have an idea. So, how about this? Mr. Forget your name.
Switch.
What about... That's a good one. I like that. How about this? You're a very obviously wise individual, at least wise enough to be still alive in the business you're doing. We will we'll cause some problems, obviously, for everyone involved. Obviously, it's the point of contention. There's
The guilty will be punished one way or another.
no progress without suffering. But I think we can try our best to mitigate the damage to people themselves. Perhaps they don't need to be afraid or feel threatened. Perhaps it's best they feel protected instead.
Maybe.
What I am curious about with your group is that I don't think you'll have to do anything overt. You won't have to do anything we can to ourselves. I am curious, though, whether or not you'll be with us when the time comes.
Well, what kind of deal are you offering here?
Can I interject one thing quickly?
Yes.
How much of this seems like genuine worry about bloodshed, and how much of it is him protecting his racket?
Would you like to...
I would like to, yes. What is that, a wisdom?
Wisdom would be good.
Okay.
Also remember, if he lies, I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Should I...
So have you lied about
make an
anything so
check
far?
in that case?
You can roll a wisdom check for his intentions.
Okay.
As far as you're aware, he hasn't, like, said any blatant...
Okay, he hasn't
Blatant
outright
lies,
lied to us yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hasn't really said anything factual yet
Yeah.
either.
Thank you, I'm good at this. I'm good at being scum.
I
Okay,
know.
so you're vaguely aware that it is probably his racket, but he does actually kind of care about the city enough because it like you said, he links the success and health of the city to how well his racket's going to be doing. So he's not acting out of the pure-hearted love for the city, but he is also kind of...
I'm protecting the city because I live in it.
Yeah, it's the age-old he wants to destroy the universe and I'm going to stop that because I live here kind of situation. So yeah, it's
I'm assuming I can also do the same role to get this information.
yes, of course.
Do I
Would you
get a
excuse me
plus
just a
4?
minute as well? Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Do I get any bonuses in Summer Garden stuff?
Yeah, you'd get a +4.
Okay.
You're used to interrogating these guys.
I
Yep,
did it.
all good.
So I also know that now.
Yeah, you know that he's definitely he's just kind of looking out for his own end and his people, but he's not exactly he's not exactly going to be turning tail on you guys very quickly after all this happens, because he wants to look after this place. In fact, he's kind of worrying. I'll explain to Prof as well when he gets back. He's kind of worrying that you guys are going to upset some issues and cause a lot more bloodshed than than needed. If anything, that he might be kind of worried that he might be a little bit reluctant to move a bit because
The devil you know versus the devil you don't.
yeah, he doesn't know what will happen, and he's worried that even if it is successful, more will come. And
But
yeah,
he has to worry about us too. What are our motivations? All he knows is we hate them.
exactly.
What do we think about?
Yeah.
Plus, you're a fucking guard.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't imagine that he feels like he'll be at an advantage if we are the ones in control of the area. At least that's what I've been going as Sade's slightly above average intelligence.
Well, it is. Well, he's not expecting the greatest of situations. Maybe he's hoping for something more than just being left in the dock area in a rundown shack. If he does give you guys a hand.
Yeah, not only that, but we'll have to have a talk about some other stuff eventually. He is talking to what is equating a literal murderer of people, a guard, and someone who just radiates the very essence of... We're not the best thing for his enterprise.
Sorry
about that.
No problem. I wanted to express as well that so this guy, while he's looking out for himself and his racket, that he's looking out for his people, but he is he's reluctant to move because it's like if someone was slowly bleeding out versus what you guys might do, which might result in a massive hemorrhaging, and he's not sure which is going to be worse. And he knows the city's kind of dying. He's said that before. you know, that this thing is, you know, everything's bad and everything's slowly falling to pieces. I mean, look at where he is right now, a fallen apart warehouse in the middle of an abandoned docks district, and yes, but he's worried that your guys' actions might result in just, you know, blood everywhere, effectively.
So all that I'm hearing is it's effectively going into surgery with a new doctor or just dying of what you already know you're gonna die of.
Yeah.
Like, the doctor, he's a 50-50 chance. You might survive, you might not. Who knows?
Be worse. So I'm going to say to him, in his response to, what are you offering? I'm going to say, more than likely, if anything, we're offering a position of at least a little bit of authority. Not exactly everything that you might want, but at the very least, we hope that you can protect the area you're inside of. Not every... How do I put this in a way that makes sense?
We might make regional governors, per se, or people who are in control of certain parts of the area.
He shakes his head and like waves a hand like, governors, nobles, people in that kind of position. That
Call
shit.
them whatever you want.
Give me actual power. Give me people to lead, people to work with.
What we have to do first is establish something of what one would call trust. If you are willing to work with us, we're willing to work with you, as long as we have everything on the table, after all. Let's explain a few things. We plan to incite riots, pandemonium, death, bloodshed, all that things, but we don't plan to do it in a chaotic and deranged manner. We don't plan to make people go off the handle and fling themselves into bodily danger. Now, are we? What we're going to do is legitimately and accurately force people to think differently, at least for a little bit, and then show them that there is a better life to lead if only they can, take up arms to actually get what they want. We can do that. We can literally change people's minds.
You might be surprised how many people will go for it if given the chance.
Ultimately, what we want from you, specifically, is both agreement, assent, and cooperation, which are all basically the same damn thing anyway. What we want to know from you is one and one thing only. Quentin, what do you want to know about the things he's been doing?
Well, just generally, there've been rumors about what you're doing, and I just wanted out flat. What you say, work. What is work?
Work? The stuff I do, you mean? What I'm
Yeah.
involved in? Well, at the moment, it's a bit more difficult. I see, if I tell you, I just won't be telling you what I'm up to. So I need to say, and this one more time, you swear on whatever you plan, on your mother's life, on your siblings, anything. You swear that you do not represent the church in any manner.
I'm going to make a big show of this and calmly take off my armor, revealing my naked chest with a humongous scar across my chest and through my body. Like, they did this to me.
And he looks over at Quentin and Kara.
Who's quietly fuming.
Well, I mean, they kidnapped my little sister, took her into the swamp, so... Yeah, I have a beef.
I have a
We
big
will
photo.
kill them all.
Alright then. See, what I'm doing is, you're not the first ones to think of this idea. You're also not, you're also one of the more special people to think of this idea.
Did they die though? No, sorry, I'm not saying that.
Did they die though? I love it.
Well, there's a group over towards Wayward, hell of a distance from here. They're gathering interested parties who are sick of the situation. So, we've been in a contract with them for a while, providing them with tools, shall we say.
Is this where the children are going?
Some of them. They're useful for smuggling. People don't tend to look at kids, above all else.
As long as they're not being hurt. And my last words carry this, like, literal threatening of, like... It just puts all the effort of fear into it. Like, they better not.
He raises his hand and just, I don't hurt people who don't need hurting.
Is that a lie?
Yes, but he's probably not thinking about it as with kids. Like, he hurts people who don't need hurting. But yeah, he's but
I need a clarification to this.
Yeah.
Have you hurt children? Yes or no?
No. That one isn't a lie.
Great.
So he's like, look, I'm not saying, though, that people haven't been hurt in these missions. Sometimes shipments get found. Sometimes the cult, they do stuff. But we need to move kids out of this area. It's dying. It's getting worse. We send them.
How about this? You send those interested parties a message that we're willing to work with them, and you, and anyone else that is wanting to kill the motherfuckers. Because I really want to. I especially want to kill the biggest ones. I want to grab them by their neck and squeeze until their very viscera pops out of their body, like a cork out of a wine bottle.
Kara is nodding in approval.
Or you can give us a name and we can seek them out ourselves.
I feel like that'd be more threatening, honestly. I mean, who wants to talk to us?
Look,
that girl.
Over towards Waywards. I don't know the people in charge because they like to keep it like that, and I can respect that. Unless I know the less problems they have. But they call the group the Scouts.
What was that? Gout?
The Scouts.
Oh, the Scouts, right. That makes a lot more sense, thank you.
Alright, I think we have a distinct understanding then. You don't hurt children, you're working to overthrow the cult. We want to kill all the cult, as it seems like we can work together at least a little bit. We can have a minor amount of cooperation and agreement to cooperate without any, I guess, unnecessary backstabbing. I think we can call this...
Yeah. I think we got what we came for.
Now, I'm not going to pretend this is all perfect. So if you're going to move, you be careful with this. There might be people inside my organization. There might be people you've already talked to who will go and feed right back to the cult. The more you gather, the more issues you're going to run into.
That is very fair. All we need is a belief. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm glad we can trust you as much as we can. I'm very glad.
He just kind of shakes his head. You can't really trust me, but I'm here for you if you need me. That's not a lie.
I gently get up and say, well, if we couldn't trust you, then we probably just gonna have to kill you. Are you guys ready to go?
Can he please do me a... Is he a worthy foe?
He is.
Could he please do me a spirit saving throw?
Okay.
Whoa, no.
Save.
What is the button?
I just need to check something.
Oh, no.
Ah, he failed.
Fail?
Okay, great. I can eavesdrop him without him knowing it.
Okay.
Great.
That's all I wanted to do.
Okie doke. So yeah, he waves a hand. That's all your questions you've got. If you're looking for allies, Wayward, I've heard some other things as well, but you know, Caravo, a little bit down there. I've got more eyes and ears on the outside of this place, if you need any information.
Out of character question. Quentin, can you commit effort, not commit effort for scene, day or whatever, to move, like, do the wall?
Oh, to have you move through the walls?
Yeah, is it a commit?
Yeah,
Commit effort for the day.
I'm gonna perform a miracle
Mm.
to share the inner ability of city with you. So I think it's for the day.
Yeah, that would be for the... What about the shadows?
Oh, if you want to walk through shadows, then it's a lesser gift.
I'm just curious what that walking through walls thing is. Is it just commit effort, or is it
No.
like
The walk through walls is the passive ability of cities.
Mm.
okay? I see. That would be for the scene then, if you were to share that, isn't it? Or does it say specifically that you can share for the day?
No, it's basically just perform a miracle to share one of your gifts with your allies.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's for the scene, because if it doesn't state anything, it's for the scene.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's for the scene, it goes up to the day. If it's constant, then it just becomes the scene.
And if it's for the day, it takes effort for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So basically, it's just effort for the scene. So have you walk through walls?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't want. You don't have to do it right now. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So I give him a thumbs up, and I gesture for Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
Terry.
Come on, finish your drinks before you head off,
Yeah,
at
she
least.
hasn't touched the brandy this whole time,
Yeah.
and now she'll tentatively take a sip of it.
I look surprised at the drink. I'm like, oh, right, drinking is a kind of.
He has been drinking, so, like, you know, he's obviously kind of showing that it's not, you know, not poisoned or anything like that. So,
I'm gonna drink the entire thing in one because I don't know anything about alcohol. I've never drunk before.
okay, well, you've got a massive constitution, so I won't even ask for a roll. Yeah, honestly, you've all got huge constitutions, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so are you all going to drink? Or...
Yeah. I'm just thinking it's probably far too rich for her.
Yeah, actually, there's probably... Brandy has kind of a burn to it, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're like, yeah, he's trying to kill me, as the immediate reaction.
I mean, I've probably been sipping it as we've been talking, as I haven't really been doing too much talking.
Okay, no.
Drink today, honestly.
Okie doke. So yeah, he gives you a small nod. Get in touch if you need anything. I got information around and keep my eyes out.
Honestly, what if I never drink again?
Yeah, so
Not saying that.
okay.
So I not slam, but like,
Yeah.
set it down, hold the glass, like, thank.
Okay.
Alright.
Kara,
Let's
for
go.
her part, will give a look of absolute distaste at the brandy and leave it almost untouched after that initial.
Okie doke. And yeah, so what would are you just guys gonna just walk out or
Yeah,
fucking okay?
I spend effort.
Yeah. And that and like your weapons kind of are, you know.
If Johnny is still there, I want to stare into his face as I reattach the horn.
He's not staring at your face, he's staring at your horns as that happens.
Good, this is as it should be.
And he's just
I'm going to slide up to Johnny and wrap my arm around him, and I'm going to gently poke him in the chest.
he
It's like,
immediately moves to get away from you because you
I'm
stink.
not going to let him.
Yeah.
If he wants to resist me, he can.
He's gonna try and resist. Because you stink, so he's just like no.
Evasion save, question mark.
I think I was gonna give him a save. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the soldiers because they're pretty much him, where he's pretty basic. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not manage to pull away as you're keeping
Thank
him
you.
locked there.
Thank you, Johnny. You've been a great help. We're going to reward you one day because you're such a go-getter.
You stink.
I know, right?
Have a bath.
Done and done. Doesn't work.
Who haven't had a fucking bath?
Yes, I have.
When did you have a bath?
Nurse, she cleaned me up. That counts.
She cleaned the wound up, but yeah, he's like he does.
First off, I don't need a bath. Secondly, out of character, go fuck yourself. Anyway, I'm going to like hold him there and like,
Yeah.
so I'll reward you one day. Really big, like so big. You're gonna be the greatest warrior who ever existed, Johnny. and you don't get a say in the matter.
Can I replace my reward with you having a bath?
No, no one's ever going to bathe me. I swear on my mother's life, who I've never met, if someone tries to bathe me, they're going to literally eat their own ass because I'm going to shove their head that far in.
It would smell better than you.
I would like to use my power to whisper to him. I'm gonna drop him in the ocean one day.
He is quite close to throwing up, so...
You're so mean, Johnny. You know, I used to be more nicer to people that could snap you in half.
Yeah, he just kind of shakes his head and pulls away, and just... You know, obviously he's not very happy right now about that situation.
I'm gonna call out to him. You're gonna be great, Johnny. Just you watch.
Kara will look at him and, with a sort of great gravitas, say, "One day you will get the revenge you desire. We will make it so. It will be soon."
If you say so. Yeah, I'm just glad to be out here, to be honest.
Yeah. Thanks for all that, Johnny.
I pick up my halberd, give him a clap on the back, and say, "See you around town."
Yeah.
Grab my sword. I lift it a little bit and I just drop it back down. I'll just throw it away if you want.
The bird is still on the halberd as I'm walking away with it.
Oh dear. Okie doke. Johnny just kind of watches you guys go and then turns and probably goes to, I don't know, stuff his face in some smelling salts to get the,
I'm not that
Second we start to leave the area.
I at least have a dry rot smell. I'm not that
Yeah, but you did, like, wrap your arm around him, so he's pretty disgusted.
He can go for it if he's gonna be my saint.
As we leave the area, all the crows that I've summoned to the area just calls and starts to fly away at once. Like, all at once.
Okay, so, so you've gone and had an interesting meeting with Switch, and it seems like you're actually interested in hiring perhaps both of them. Both of the gang leaders in the area.
Hiring is a strong word.
And it makes no sense to us, surely. They're still, useful. We're still more or less aligned in the same direction. Whatever issues they have with each other are pretty much irrelevant.
And, You did also get informed of some potential allies up towards Wayward, and he did mention something about Caravo, about someone down there, but nothing huge. Like that was more of a passing mention. But
the scouts thing seemed a lot more actionable.
What I suggest to each of them as we're heading back to probably just nowhere, probably just wandering around, honestly. And I'm going to say to each of them, I'm going to speak very, very quietly, that maybe we should start our project with big ass quotation marks and start, spreading dissent, basically, using our influence.
Oh, Kara's on board. Absolutely, immediately.
So yeah, let's lay it out. And once we figure out the date and I get all the papers to the Don Juan Bars, whatever, and he gets to spread them around, the influence will probably start to take hold. Basically, as long as we're there, we're kind of it's weird because Godbound don't have to try to do shit. Influence is constantly putting out the energy you want to have the desired effect, despite the fact that you haven't cemented that change of creation. It's there was a thing called awe and horror in First Ed D&D, which is basically the gods and goddesses compendium. If you're ugly enough or beautiful enough, you can force mortals, any mortal of a certain level, all the way up to 12, to do things regardless of their desire. And this was supposed to be just your presence could do that.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
That's a good question. You guys want to handle it, because I was thinking we have to word it just right, The syntax is important. The Godbound's literally all words after all. So maybe we put it I mean, what words are we using to influence this exactly?
Yeah,
Is there like a resource that one of the Dominion or Influence or something to spend just to an extent? Well, I'm not saying you two do whatever you want. That's entirely your business. I'm not entirely on board with sort of pushing people towards things that aren't there. What I would like to do, if it's a thing I can sort of put resources towards, is just shoring up feelings of natural "I want payback." Because there's got to be a lot of that going about.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Same thing. I was thinking like organized effort through the war word. Like
it would be influence. That's like like Fox has said. It's basically the I am working towards this. Like kind of thing. Like you are actively influencing the people around you. Say that.
So can I commit a point or two or whatever of it, just for like as a floating thing for the foreseeable future, just so there's natural feelings of resentment and a desire to pay these arseholes back, cropping up here.
Yep, and the rest of you can do similar as well if you fancy.
Yeah, I want to put a couple of points into specifically make people feel the need to what's the word, like organize or make people the innate desire they already have to make organized resistance against the church.
So you're going to be utilizing your war word to effectively bring an organization together rather than
where they feel like they can get together and talk things out, instead of just always like bitching about it at bars. People actively start acting on their desire.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what would you like to do, Quentin?
I'm thinking that so right now the church is in power of the city, correct?
Effectively, yes.
Yeah. So can I, with influence and city, basically insinuate people that they should claim it back and let it be a city of the people, not of the church?
Yeah, you can basically, because the city is all about important individuals. You can start seeing and making it so people see the church as much less important. However, you are experiencing quite a lot of resistance, all of you, to this concept because you're actively working against the church.
This was influence, you said?
Yes.
And this would be a project, would it?
Yeah, you can open this up as a project. And you it would be citywide, and I think all of them would be plausible because you're just influencing the people. However, the resistance is, say, is it per power or per person?
It's supposed to be. It depends on how you want to handle it. Most of the time, an individual of either incredible willpower, incredible power in general, like sorcery or divinity, Godbound themselves, gods, parasite gods, or anyone is considered like a charismatic leader.
Okay, so say Bishop Sergeant Buckler, say perhaps.
Yeah. Easily, he would count.
So I'm going to. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I have it here. So basically, just tribal guards, skill mages, or other potent enemies can move to interfere with the work as well. And then it goes from 1, that's like minor spirit, less 100, an angry priest. 2 is like a strong local ruler. 4, eldritch, major bestial thing. 6, minor parasite guard, and 8, major parasite guard.
Now, here's the thing: you all have resistance to your actions, which is actually a bit less than you'd be expecting. But so you have resistance 2, so perhaps you all won't be able to do what you want, but you could pool your influence to say work on 1 or 2 of these.
Yeah, we could. So which ones are we going to do? Because if we pull it all together, we can leave with 1 influence.
So if you, because you all have influence 3, so you should be able to do 1. But if you did say do something to perhaps lower the cost, then you might
make a project make a total of 2 resistance.
Well, that or say an actual interaction thing, like you go out and
Spend
do
a few
something.
days talking to people and,
Yeah.
organize. Have you been wronged by the church?
Literally planning that anyway. I was going to be like,
Propaganda.
Yeah.
Go to the streets and start corralling people. Like, hey, you want to do this? You want to get together? We got to protect each other. Our families are important.
Yeah, but like actual, doing stuff might lower the resistance effectively to show that there are a lot of people who are very willing to do it. And in fact, you probably have such a low resistance because you've already got two larger major players in the city on your side, the criminal leaders. So how would you like to direct them? And how long are you going to be working on this for?
Well, I think we should at least work for weeks. And the pliers are going. Typically,
you're cutting out a little bit. Yeah, you're cutting out. Like how many weeks? 2
weeks. We're
okay.
Literally going. Like the flyers are going to say exactly 2 weeks from this day is going to be the day that things are going to start up. They're going to be stuff that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a good time frame at least. I don't know. It might be very difficult to like feed kind of army to send them to Freeport in that time, but who the fuck knows what this guy's capable of doing?
So are we basically just gonna angry mob outside the church and demand that they leave the city, or?
I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, yeah, sure, we're influenced.
I might actually have a gift that's useful for this. I could definitely buy it. Commit effort for the day, up to a dozen. Oh, it's only a dozen. Never mind. Basically, a dozen allies within a week's journey realize you'd need them there at the time you designate, and they will arrive if they're willing to come. So basically, whatever we decide, it would have applied retroactively, which is weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting one as well. Is it? That's a command one, I'm pretty sure.
It's journeying.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. There is a command one that's very similar.
Yeah. What I plan to do, specifically, is to first summon a bunch of immortal, not immortal, but very well-trained, suicidally loyal soldiers from the surrounding area. Like, actual people. Instead of fake ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then use them and myself together to, like, do a call to arms thing. Like, we need to get these people out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, as well as using my influence. The thing about influence is immediately you have to
cut out, very majorly cut out. You
I don't even know, man.
It's maybe try dropping the call and joining again, because it usually works fine. But yeah, so
it's the whole. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Effectively,
basically.
Okay, so your plans are basically to do that, but you only have enough influence. And I can't hear you, Foxo, if you're speaking. But okay, you only have enough influence to really achieve one. But if you did a few things, you might get more influence in this particular city. So, like,
I think at least a few days and possibly a few weeks, just moving amongst the people, talking to them, showing them that we're here might be a good place to start.
Yeah, I was planning the same thing as I was saying. If it even matters this time, is that I was going to literally summon a bunch of suicidally loyal soldiers from the surrounding countryside, and then with them, or like a call to arms, hey, you should join us. We're going to stop all these horrible things that are happening in the city. And then with the combined effort of the flyers that are going around inciting like some sort of questioning, we can say that we're like going to do something about these problems that are.
Okay, and by the way, you're not cutting out at all now, so that's good.
I have a question.
Yes.
So if I have a greater gift in cities that's called Council of One. It's a constant gift that says commit effort. As long as you remain in the city and effort remains committed, the occupants unconsciously treat you as the legitimate ruler.
Okay.
Now, could I miracle that?
Does it say you can't?
No.
Then you could miracle that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we just proclaim me to be the ruler of the city and rally the people?
It wouldn't last that long, though.
It'll
Like,
remain as long as I have effort committed.
Yeah, but because how miracles work, they only ever last for the scene.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate miracle circumstance, but might be something to consider
It's
in the
the
future.
kind of thing that would be very useful with like the final thrust of a revolution.
So,
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So as for the influence plans, you said we can only.
yeah, because everyone has a resistance of 2.
Well, if we all are projects together, then the 2 would only apply to that one project.
Okay. So do you
have,
want to
like,
all move your projects together for it?
I mean,
that
we
way-
should probably be working together anyway. So I
Yeah.
That way, the influence would be like what it would cost, like 8, I guess, or something. Depends on what the overall cost of the project.
Yeah, I think that would
So-
move up to improbable, which would move it up to 8, which means that between the 3 of you, and you each have, I believe, 3. So yes, you would be able to afford that.
Okay, so what's the project, guys? What do you want to do? And since it is improbable, like we can go a little bit weird with it.
I mean, I like the idea of just having the people riot because they want their city back and not be under the rule of religion.
Right, it's a very
Okay.
strong word. Maybe like, what's a way to imply improbability while still remaining in the realms of feasibility? Maybe they feel like as if
they're empowered to take proactive action to resist. That's
There we go.
definitely not like
There
violent
we go.
uprising.
To resist the hold of religion.
Yeah.
not the whole, just this word.
Yeah, that's also you guys. It's like, you power them up and you're like, yay, we win! Fuck you! From the crowd.
Okay.
Then we smite them.
I invented an atheist, says God.
So resist the red cult, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down. And what was it? Empower the citizens to resist the cult.
Yep.
To take proactive actions towards
Okay.
expelling the cult.
Yeah, I feel like the important thing is they will feel empowered to do something, not just stew in annoyance.
Okay.
And preferably a non-violent solution.
With,
Yeah.
That's me.
that means I guess we just put it down as 8 influence altogether. Then one of us keeps one. Who wants the extra influence, Langer?
I'm willing to commit 3 to it.
I can
I
commit
guess
3.
I'll keep one then.
Okay. Alright, so I have -5 influence. That makes perfect sense, Sheet. Thank you for being automated.
Well, so this is going to happen over 2 weeks, yes?
Yeah, we're going. Sade is going to specifically summon a bunch of people that already want to do this and make them suicide. Okay, let me just read out what it's called. Hang on.
I can just look in your sheet, but yeah, the
It's not much. General's Escort. Commit effort for the day. You call up 1 or more small mobs of divine soldiers who are suicidally loyal to you, creating 1 mob for every 3 levels you have rounded up. These mobs have the statistics of veteran soldiers, a hit bonus equal to your character level, magical weapons for the purpose of harming supernatural creatures, and can perform any service human servants could. This gift can be used only once per day, and no more than the minimum allowed number of mods can exist at any one time. Basically, they're permanent, but they're also not.
But would they be because you you've done a thingy for it?
The miracle part?
Yeah, the miracle part, and that means they only last for a scene, doesn't it?
I guess it does, doesn't
So,
it?
yeah.
But that's the thing, I could just keep doing that over time. Use them to, like...
So yeah, so if you don't want them sticking around, you do it over time and commit like an efforts each day, so effectively.
Yeah, like 1 effort each day to do this thing at random times throughout the day. And also, it really works overall with how she's bent to war now. It works, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so that's gonna happen.
Okay.
This is what she's gonna do.
Yeah, what would you two like to do? Is there anything that you would like to be particularly doing, perhaps while the influence is happening, like with your abilities to say, obtain something, or what do you think you could do?
I mean, I could technically start terrorizing some of the major people in the church or in the cult.
I was actually going to recommend that you kidnap someone and torture them for information.
Oh, I mean, why do I need to kidnap them when I can just invade their dreams?
Well, yeah, it's equally just as good, honestly.
Yeah, and nobody will know.
Okay.
I'll basically just perform a night miracle and invade their dreams and torment them during their sleep.
Okie doke. So you're
basically just show them all the consequences of their actions, of like people they've killed or people they have interacted with, just coming and murder them in the dreams, etc.
Repeatedly ad nauseum. What about terror? What is terror?
It's the thing is, I tend to be a lot smaller. Well, no, perhaps not smaller, but individual in scope in these things. So, how feasible is it to go around and look for where trouble is brewing between church people and just average folks, and share with them my ability to really hurt people who wrong you?
Not so easy in the beginning, but as things develop over the 2 weeks, more and more fights are happening. As much as
looking for situations where the old man who's being bullied suddenly picks up a Templar and throws him through the wall.
You can kind of go around and give them some buffs and stuff like that. It takes a little bit of time for that to get rolling, but eventually you are able to kind of help people,
get revenge.
Yeah, get revenge or stop attacks that are happening. So
That's a good point, Hog. Do we need to roll anything or anything?
For each of you, I'd like one roll to see how effective you are. So for Sade, I'd like a charisma roll. For Quinton, let's go with a
Thank God for that.
Well, what would you like to... I suppose it might be... to get into their dreams, it might be wisdom, charisma, or an intelligence, depending how you feel you utilize that ability.
Let's see. If you can communicate with anyone you've seen before via shared dreams, they recall perfectly. You can also spy on their dreams to get an idea of the greatest concerns and learn their location. Unwilling foes can make a spirit saving resist to... make a spirit save to resist. So, I guess it's a bit of wisdom.
Yeah, okie doke.
Oh, sorry, intelligence.
Intelligence will do.
I will yeet my intelligence at them. I succeed.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Why are we rolling so...
And, for, Terra, or Kara, then,
Oh god, you're doing it too.
I know, right?
My brain...
It's working!
No, my brain's overheating. So for Kara, let's go with either wisdom to find them.
It's not just me going for my best stat. I genuinely do think wisdom fits.
No, I think wisdom
reading
would,
the room kind of thing, looking for points of opportunity,
Yeah.
knowing when to act, and all that, nonsense. I'm definitely using just to justify wisdom.
No, I think wisdom
You
would
should
fit.
just use Constitution, obviously.
I mean, their constitution's also pretty damn high, so I think the wisdom's the highest though. So yeah, let's go with wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom's my highest.
Let's go with wisdom check.
Passion might be a good word to take next. I was thinking health, but it doesn't feel correct.
Okie doke.
Outstanding.
So, are you getting in contact with, say, any of your people that you've met so far? Because after the first day, then Daisy kind of disappears. She's...
what did I say earlier? Johnny, the time has come. Revenge!
So would you like to go and seek out Johnny?
He's probably not game for it, but why not?
Okay, is there anyone else that the rest of you would like to seek out?
Not really.
Okay.
Well, other than, just in general, ruckus and getting people to basically low-key riot, I think I'm going to literally, because I don't have to sleep or rest or any of that nonsense. Every now and then I'm just going to, skulk around and just draw a symbol on variety of like the church's buildings.
Okay,
The
but
broken sword.
but
Can I make a recommendation / wish of you?
yes.
Can you go and frighten Dr. Cleese every so often?
Oh, sure. I don't like if you just like, can you frighten Doctor? Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, I would like to eavesdrop in on the people, like on the doctor, on Horatio.
Okay.
Things like once in a while.
Well, definitely the Doctor winds up meeting the meeting up with the head of the church, Bishop Sergeant Buckler. They have a meeting in the hospital, and basically the I think this is actually might be the first time that any of you have seen Bishop Sergeant Buckler. He's actually quite an older man, with thinning grey hair and like a bit of a withered kind of look about him. Like he's I was obviously old when the invasion first happened, and he's just been getting steadily older. But he's got that kind of complexion about him where he's not frail. He's just kind of the wear and tear of old age is getting to him. And he's talking to the Doctor, and it's just obviously the Doctor is scared and generally concerned about the situation. But and Bishop Sergeant Buckler's just. Now, don't you worry about a single thing. We're able to handle any of these little circumstances. There's been rumblings of discontent for a while now, and us at the church, we're perfectly capable of dealing with such issues. You don't worry a single hair on your head, Doctor, kind of thing. Like,
I'm so tempted to assassinate this guy.
I'm trying not to hate him immediately and just
Right?
try to beat him to death. Because I know it's a bad idea if we did that.
you do also, you know
I
that
just literally appear right behind Dr. Cleese, kill him, and then just like
you know that he has guards with him as well. Like when you're spying on him, he has quite a few guards, and he is armed. It seems like he's carrying something with him these days. But you never, since you know where the important people in the city is, you never really feel him leave the hospital these days.
Sorry, was that Dr. Cleese or was
Yeah,
that
Buckler.
Okay.
No. So Buckler is just always in the hospital.
Yes. In fact, sometimes it gets a bit harder for you to track him. He's in the hospital, but you're not sure where.
I knew we should have burned it down when we had the chance.
Eventually... Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, if not anything changes, then I would like to personally go investigate it in the dead of night.
Okay. So what would you like to do when you're there?
So basically, just if I know where he is, and when I can't really track him, I would like to head to that area.
Okay. You effectively, when you're in the hospital, you wind up following the sensations until roughly about the middle of the hospital, but then it's really hard to tell.
So somewhere in the mid. Do I know his elevation level?
You do. Hang on, I think we'll make a save for this to see.
Let's see. Mexican cities, one of many. You automatically sense the location, the general role. Nope, it's just a constant thing. They can't save it.
Oh, I thought it was a. I mean, that's the thing. You know the location, but do you know like the exact location, or do you know roughly the location?
Just as you automatically sense the major figures of the city, their location, and their general role.
Okay. So I think to like know exactly where someone is, that would be a bit more of an actual power to be able to track people like 100%.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of falling into the position of, if in like journeying you have to spend effort in order to know the location of just a place, rather than so it's like in order to 100% track it, it's like, so vaguely he's in the hospital, but like I will say this right off, you know he's not in any of the rooms that you search through, like, so, and since it's pretty basic, you probably guess he's underneath the hospital somehow.
I am gonna just basically progress from from the middle of the hospital and just pass through every single floor that I can until I cannot go through any more building.
Okay. You walk around.
No. I start from the top above the hospital and
Yeah.
just phase downwards until I can't phase no more.
Okay. You hit the floor because it's the floor.
Okay, so the floor at the ground floor, which would
Yeah.
indicate that there is no basement to this hospital.
There is no basement that counts as a building because you go through buildings.
Yes. Actually, just pass through walls and other constructions.
And other constructions. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if it's constructed, I will pass through it.
Yeah, no, this isn't like... Well, let's give it a kind of a luck area, but a luck check. So let's give it a roll of about 1d2 for plus for a 1 you miss one of the constructed areas. For 2 you wind up inside it.
Perfect. So should I roll 1d/roll 1d2?
2? Okay. You find yourself in an underground room that has been carved out and built to actually be a room. So this one does count as an aspect of the building kind of thing. But yeah, this was constructed. But you can smell the earth down here, and you can just kind of tell that this is a small offshoot that's been carved out of tunnels that are underneath here, probably naturally forming tunnels.
I would like to investigate onwards.
Okay. You find extreme difficulty walking through the walls because a lot of the area around does hit into natural tunnels, but there is a door.
I would like to commit one effort to basically just traverse the shadows and just say I would like to aim to the other side of the wall, and then it takes me to my desired location. Or at least as close to my desired location.
Okay, give me a second. I'll just get a thing. I'm just gonna do a thing for you here. And you, and you.
This is going.
Okay. Whoop.
Oh boy.
Dead.
Okay.
You can hear voices coming from over there.
From over here.
Yes, that is the doors. As you can see, that like the areas around just seem to hit into solid rock.
Yeah. How much light is there down here?
There's a lantern down here. There's definitely light coming from under the door. It is pretty well lit.
So let's see. So I would like to just basically peek through the door.
Okie doke. Do me a dexterity. Can you move yourself, by the way?
I cannot.
That's okay.
My dexterity.
Let's see the sorry, I'm just seeing if I can get you control of your thingy.
Should be in.
Here we are. Controlled by Quentin. There we are. Okay, Mother, if you're going to come into the room, please don't put the silverware right down next to the microphone. Okay, so you should be able to control it now.
Yeah, I can.
So what would you give, what do you feel would give you bonuses for this?
Basically that I have been always working as a watchman, where it's basically just like we have probably been doing like stakeouts and like following people around and trying not to get spotted.
Okay, I'll give you the +4 to like peek inside.
Alright, so dexterity +4.
Come on.
Damn.
Oh, I should have had a +4 for that whole speech thing that I've been doing.
So I basically just shove like only my face
Yeah.
through the door and just have a quick peek.
There's
That's
definitely
terrifying.
there's definitely people here. As you can see, there's a guy sitting across the other side. He is armed and he is ready. He isn't looking your direction. It just seems that with all the ruckus you guys have been causing, he is actually, prepared for a fight at any moment. They've taken to wearing protection around the place and taking their weapons with them. This is a member of the red cult. So
I don't remember. Do we feel if people are worthy foes, or is it just guesswork?
I think it's just guesswork. I'm not sure you feel it.
Yeah, but he's probably a soldier, so he's probably one hit die.
Oh no, don't risk it. Watch him be like a spiritual guardian and he fucks your shit up.
I can always fly back the way I came in. But I'm assuming he's not asleep.
No, he's actually seated in. Let's see what that will be useful. Oh, that's kind of like actually the dunny. That's the dunny.
Oh yeah, you can talk to us at any time, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am gonna grab a hold of my magnificent lantern and bound myself to it.
Yeah.
And then I would like to try and use damn their eyes on this poor fellow.
Okay. Does he get a save?
Is he a worthy foe?
Worthy foe is hit
Two
dice.
hit dice.
Two hit
No,
dice.
worthy foes are greater than us. Not
Yes.
equal to greater.
Yeah.
So you need 3 hit dice.
If 3 hit dice are lower or lesser foes, 4 hit dice are higher or worthy foes. In our case.
So he failed.
He failed.
He is now blinded in the sense that he can never see me.
Mm-hmm.
So I selectively blind him, and he won't realize. Those selectively blinded will not realize the blindness until it is pointed out or physically encountered.
Okay.
And it lasts for as long as I decide if he's lesser, and to the end of the scene if he's worthy.
It's going to be end of the scene.
Okay. But yeah, so I basically just casually stroll past him.
Okie doke.
At least I go through and like look ahead to see if I can see anything further ahead.
Yeah, you can see that he's scrubbing the toilet as you go past.
Okay.
So,
Good for him.
yeah. So yeah, he's okay. So, do you want to do a peek again?
Yeah.
Then you roll me another dex with +4.
Yes. There we go.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay. This room is a lot more occupied.
I can
my.
see.
Yeah. They're having a meal in here, and you can see that one of the guys who's dressed the same as the one you just passed by is kind of giving a talk. It's like, we are not sure what is causing the influence over the people of this city. They used to be such devout followers, and now they have turned against us. But we will remove this corrupting presence from their mind. We will show them what it is like to follow the Iron General. Do not doubt yourselves, brothers and sisters, for we, the righteous, shall cleanse the corruption from these people.
Amazing. So, I would like to investigate onwards. So I would like to use my last effort to cast the Still Silence of Sleep.
Okay.
So I target a point, and everybody within 50 feet of it have to make a spirit save in order to avoid falling asleep.
Okie doke. Where would you like to target?
I mean, I would like to target. Yeah, let's just target where this dude is.
Okay. So 50 feet. That's gonna cover that. That's gonna also cover this guy.
Gonna cover all the. It's gonna cover pretty much.
Yeah. So this is as everyone does a save.
Yeah, all lesser. So commit effort. Choose a point. All lesser foes within 50 feet of the point must make a spirit saving throw or fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You may dictate a sleeping person's dream or nightmare. If you can see them, the worthy foes can save to resist. And then I can send and receive messages with my fellow Pantheon members and close associates through dreams if they permit it.
So, the lesser foes don't get a save; they just fall asleep.
No, it just says all lesser foes within 50. Oh, does this not affect greater foes then, or is it
just that they get a save that they're greater foes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got really confused. It's like the lesser foes get a save, but the greater foes get a save. Was really weird.
I think the way it's worded is that it's everybody make a save to try and fall asleep, and then the greater foes can make a save to resist the dream alterations.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
I mean, I can actually do this. I think. Let's see. And then there we go.
Oh no.
I ain't seeing any successes. That's good.
Oh no. It's going to work. Oh no.
It's so close.
Stop. No.
Why this?
Why is this happening? Why is it
Uh-oh.
Fuck. Somebody succeeded.
Just one stayed awake.
Okay, so,
Where is
He's
he
not
at?
asleep. One guy's not asleep.
hang on a sec.
That motherfucker's dead.
And I haven't made it for the big guys yet, so...
Oh, these are all the lesser foes.
Those are all the lesser foes. And,
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes.
okay, and those are the only ones within range.
So only one guy is awake.
And you do just hear... Unfortunately, as there's a massive whoomp as a load of them hit the floor,
God.
there is also a loud, "We're under attack!" from the one guy who managed to survive, to wake up. And
Is he in the room I'm looking into?
no, he is not.
Fuck.
Yeah, they all went first. He's right down the bottom, and unfortunately, he is in a room with others, so he just sees people collapse, and he yells that, and you hear the echo. And it has gone all the way down the corridors, because this place is echoing like anything.
Can I make it seem like a dream to all the lesser foes that this is happening?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I have one target right now. I'm just gonna move over here, look through the door.
Okay, so...
Since I feel that someone resisted my power.
Yes. Well, you heard him yelling that they were under attack.
Also that. So I am
Yes.
hunting this poor son of a bitch.
This one here is awake.
He's dead.
Okay.
You also see that he is running.
And dead. Do you not get that someone's flying after him with a halberd and can kill him without even trying?
Do you
Yeah,
want to
so-
initiate initiative?
Yes, I would like to initiate a combat with this poor fellow.
Okay.
Great time.
Yeah, basically.
Uh,
So I'm assuming that I get first turn.
yes, you would.
Yeah, I'm basically just hello, and then I just grab hold of him,
Okay.
and I would like to basically just knock him the fuck out
Okay. So
with my brass knuckles.
roll me down. Roll me an attack.
Okay, so let's see. I should just roll here. What's his AC?
His AC is 8.
8. Okay. Do I have any? No, I don't have any other alteration to my attack bonus.
No.
So I whack him for 4 damage.
Okay. Are you doing it
Equal
non-lethally? Okay.
Yes.
You
because
knock-
basically just knock him the fuck out with a brass knuckle to the face.
You
Okay.
knock him out.
That's 32 to 40 damage, by the way, in D&D terms.
So you knock him out, and as you knock him out, he does scream when you grab him, and you can definitely hear that there are people approaching.
Okay. Let's see what kind of lighting is there? Is it lanterns or?
There's lanterns down here.
I would like to, as fast as possible, just basically turn out or shut off all the lanterns.
Okay. It goes dark.
To just make complete darkness.
Okay.
Because, I mean, they can't really see what's happening. I can. And then I would like to, as people approach and can't see shit, just KO them as they enter.
Okay. You see as they arrive at the tunnel that they are holding their own lanterns.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It is a tunnel!
Yeah, but I don't expect people to be carrying goddamn lanterns when they're in well-lit rooms.
Says the guy who had a lantern with them.
They aren't in
my lantern
well-lit...
doesn't project light, it steals sight, okay?
These guys aren't in well-lit rooms, unfortunately. So,
Okay, so I would like to basically just move into a corner,
mhm.
and then wait for them to come through, and then teleport behind them.
Okay,
Teleports around. Nothing personal, kid.
they immediately start yelling to get people to wake up.
Oh no, that would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically would.
So they're grabbing the people at the floor and they're starting to yell at them, getting them up.
That
So
one guy doesn't wake up.
yeah, so they do start moving in.
Yeah.
And they're like having struggled with this guy. So yeah, they kind of just cram.
People.
It's as if you've walked into their fucking base.
Yeah. I expected that, to be honest.
So yeah, they're starting to pour in. What would you like to do?
I would like to send a message to the two others that I need you guys at the hospital like yesterday.
Okay, so I like look up from my like vigilante graffiti.
Mm.
Like, Quentin, what happened?
I found the hideout.
Cool.
So who's up for doing some mass with it?
Tara?
The time for blood is now!
Okay, so I need one thing and only one thing from you, Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't show me anyone to hit.
I can't show you anyone to hit.
Can you? At all? At all. It's like any way you could do that.
That depends on have I been I think I have been terrified by you at one point.
No. That's not what I need. I just need to know who I can hit. I need to
right.
be able to know where they are, and then I can hit them. Trust.
I tell her my exact location
Okay.
because I know where people are and I know where I am. I can tell her the exact elevation and location of me.
Okay, well, I'm about to hit Quentin. So,
Can
yeah,
I please restate that? I tell her to target somebody within 10 feet of me, like...
I can't. I only can hit you.
You could
I'm-
withdraw and come back later. This is an option. You're currently being cornered by some guys, and this one, as he wakes up, does catch sight of you because you're kind of in a corner, muttering to yourself.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Backing off is probably the right sort of practical option, although I would have said that Kara is agreeing with the mood.
Yeah, she's probably already running.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys get to the hospital, I can get you down here. Basically
so
just fall into the
I know
shadow
where
and teleport
Quentin
out.
is. I have contempt of distance, which means as long as I hit him at the very end, trust me, you're not gonna get hurt, no matter what. As long as I can hit him at the very end of my movement, and there's a way to get there, I can run there without, like, as if I were to run directly there. So, like, cutting out the middleman.
Okay. But also that leaves Kara.
Yeah, how are you gonna get there, Tara?
I think I'm literally just gonna have to run or something. I don't know.
I mean, I could just teleport up in front of the hospital, grab you two, and teleport back into the hospital, or into the basement.
I want to hit you, though. Okay, fine.
Also, you know, that is something that you need to consider. Like, are you going to do that now? Because if you wait around, these guys are going to start attacking you.
Yeah, exactly, because I need a shadow to do it, so before they, like, turn their lanterns on me, I'm just gonna...
Thankfully, these walls here, there's, like, pillars, so you can use, like, the lanterns that they've got to disappear into a shadow.
Yeah, and then appear upstairs, like near the hospital somewhere,
Okie doke. You
at the main entrance,
loop away.
Running there.
and then casually wait for those two to come here.
There's an interesting question, by the way.
Hmm.
Do I have my like suicide soldiers with me?
Would you have summoned them for today?
I would have summoned them earlier. I wouldn't have like. I don't know. Like, would I? I know I would have summoned them. It's just that I don't know if I still have.
It's
Probably much earlier, like around like.
Sure, and then they'd be around the place. So yeah, it's
Is it a correct assumption that the scene hasn't ended?
the scene hasn't ended. No.
Okay, so
So
I
I'm
don't
going
get
to
my.
tell them to run towards the hospital. Like, can I do that? Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah, you can.
Well, I have the ability to talk to anyone, but I would have to commit effort to do that. What I'm trying to say is, like, can I just tell them specifically? No, I can't.
Hmm.
But you know what? They're probably around me. It's not like I sent them anywhere. We're just graffitiing the shit out of this.
No, the real question here is: have I seen your soldiers?
I don't know, probably.
I mean, are they the same
like,
people? So.
They're different every day.
Okay, then I probably haven't seen your current soldiers.
Either way, when we arrive there, I'm going to tell them to, like, just guard the entrance, you know?
Hmm.
I don't want them, you know, like, getting in my way. So, who shows up first, me or Kara?
I mean, you're both going at the same time, I suspect. So.
Yeah, but who's farther away?
That's a good question.
Well, what would Clara have been doing at the time?
It's a very simple thought processes. If there's a call for help, I'm just making a beeline straight there.
Hmm.
Right through all the wall.
In as direct a way as possible, yeah.
Let's say that you both arrive around the same time anyway, because you're both out and about. So.
That's something I was going to say earlier on. I don't suppose it's relevant now, unless you want to be especially cruel to us. It's, I did want to make a mention of every so often going back to the swamp, because I can't be having of cities all the time.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. It's you
So hopefully I'm like not there now.
Yeah, let's say that you're not at the swamp, certainly at the moment, but yeah, you've been every now and then. And when did we say this was? Like a week.
Like, that did up night.
6-7 days, because we had
Yeah, like 7 days.
Yeah, we had
Easy.
Yeah. We've been building up things. Plus, you know, what's his name? Quentin would
We
have
had
been
to
terrorized.
establish that Buckler was actually sticking to the place as well, and that would have taken a few days at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, to like, okay, his position isn't moving.
Okie doke.
Every time he pops up, he's always at the hospital.
Okie doke.
So yeah. So yeah, I grab up when you two arrive, just like, yeah. So I accidentally found the hideout. Accidentally.
Yeah,
You know,
sure, accidentally.
stumbling up on it.
You guys, hey, all of you, stay here, guard this area. Don't let. They probably salute.
Yeah, they nod and agree that they won't go anywhere. Yeah.
They're soldiers. They better fucking salute their general.
You're not a fucking general, but
I am.
you
a
have.
general. Say I am. I am
But yeah,
literally the word of war.
Yeah, that's true.
Congratulations, you sound just like the guy in charge.
Oh no,
I grab
that's
a
not
hold.
called.
Grab a
So-
hold of them, jump into a shadow, emerge at the first room I was in, because that's where I know there are like no people, or at least there wasn't any people there in the beginning.
Okay.
I have a question of practicality before this goes any further.
Yes.
Yes.
Supposing this really goes against us, how plausible is our escape route?
That's me.
Yes, that's why I'm asking. Will it
I mean,
all
as long as I
work?
don't get KO'd, we should be fine.
Okay, duly noted.
I could probably get us out of there too. Like I'm going to probably reserve at least a little for to make sure we can get out. Because it doesn't matter what they put in front of me. I could literally break any barrier with a little mirror. We're probably gonna do that anyway.
Okay, cool. Then we can commit.
Okay.
Because
Well,
there's something called,
committed, one or the other.
yeah, there's something called Shattering Hand. It just makes all my damage rolls and fray dice maximum. And any barrier that is as thick as 5 feet of stonework or any other material, I can just move through it as if it didn't exist. Except it won't be like moving through walls. It'll be like smashing it down.
Nice.
Yeah.
The only thing that can resist this is like magical substances, like magical iron or magical wood, whatever. But it would only be resist.
You can destroy what is barrier as thick as 5 feet of stonework in front of you in a single round.
But
Yeah.
you arrive back.
Yes. And
Heck
basically, as we enter here, it's just like I give them the quick lay of the land and how many people I spotted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, there's a lot of people down here.
Yep.
Should be one in the room next, actually. And then followed by was 6 or 8 people in the following, and quite a bit in the room after that.
Excellent.
Okay. Who would like to go first?
I think like probably Sade would be thinking about it, so I imagine Kara is going to run in and fling herself at people.
To be perfectly honest with you, yeah.
Go for it. Make us proud.
Do you can you control your thingies?
I can. I think. Yeah,
I go.
token.
Token.
Yeah, it's all good.
The problem with you're having with Quentin is that you saved his token before you gave him permission, so it keeps going back to that previous.
No, it's fine now. You should be able to
I
move
can
it.
still control my
Yeah.
token. So yeah, just
So, yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just having a think about
Mhm.
something I can do to, not kill myself stupidly.
There's definitely a
no,
lot.
alright.
I will be able to protect you.
There's definitely a lot of noise going on right now.
You just stop me when I've gone as far as I can go. Then I'm heading in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Antlers out, snapped
But-
off and ready. Where is everyone? There's no one to kill.
Oh, by the way, do remember that anyone that sees me is going to be afraid.
Mm.
And have a -2 morale.
What is it? 30 feet? I
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 feet. So
It's a
right
5-foot
there.
increments, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, so you went
Okay, cool.
30 feet. I'll say you haven't opened the door unless you'd like to open the door as your action.
I should as a character, but I'm not going to because I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear there's shouting on the other side of this door.
Yeah. Really, I should just
I'll
fling
go
the door open and jump
I'll
in, but
go
no.
next. I'm
Mhm.
going to activate a miracle called Shattering Hand, and all my die for damage and for and any other type of damage. I
Mhm.
think any type of damage. At any time, as a movement action, like while I'm moving, I can just bust through walls.
Yeah.
I mean, well, anything 5 foot.
Yeah.
Literally all these walls right here, like these genuine long.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably go right through them. Anyway, I'm going to literally crash through the door. I'm
Okay.
not going to like run through
Nobody
it. I'm
stops
going
the
to jump
juggernaut.
through it,
Nice.
and I'm going to grab someone on the other side.
Okay.
Just imagine you juggernauting through the fucking hallway.
Yeah, pretty much.
As you crunch through the door, you do hear the heretics are here.
Oh, by the way, can I be wearing the their armor? but,
Yes.
Like
The armor.
black, and
Yeah.
does it have a helmet?
Not one you've seen on these guys.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. All right. Yeah, I crashed through the damn wall. That's as far as I can go, right?
Yeah, 30 feet.
You were next to me.
Yeah.
I mean, but does it count the spot I was on or the spot next to me?
I think it's.
It's 30 feet from where you started, and this is 30 feet
Okay.
from where you started. So.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so yes,
Okie doke. And
My
now,
mouse is really screwed.
now it's Quentin's
Sorry, carry
turn.
on.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna move up behind them.
Mm-hmm.
wait. I'm using my Frey die, meaning that.
Oh, okay. You're using your Frey die.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it also does maximum damage, so whoever is taking 2 damage. They probably will just be from shrapnel from the door.
Yeah. Okay. Then
That's
this
nice.
guy is down.
Jesus Christ. What's the range on 3-die, actually?
As if you can see him, you can hurt him.
Yeah. Line of sight.
This poor fellow here is gonna get my 3-die then.
Okie doke.
As the darkness around him basically just succumbs him and tries to devour him.
You do have to roll for
Mentally,
yours.
that is.
You do have to roll damage for yours because they're
Yes.
using a special ability.
Let's see. 3-die.
Okay.
2 damage.
He's dead. Does Terror get there afraid of?
No, because
I stopped before
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
She couldn't see him because the door was in the way.
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately they. Okay then. So
Mine is effectively just mental damage and him just like getting enclosed in darkness, not able to see anybody, and just crumbles
Yeah.
under the pressure.
he'll fall over and whimpering basically at the sight of you guys. So did you want to be you killing these people as you bust through the door?
It's hard to tell. Like, I really want to as a character, but I probably shouldn't as a player. You know.
I
is
am not gonna
everybody-
stop them, but I'm gonna do all non-lethal damage.
What is everybody else's opinion? Like, as a
As
character.
much as with you, I think character-wise, there is no option that doesn't involve death. But also, I can see all the problems that it could cause us in the future.
Let's be
Oh,
fair.
so
You
yeah.
yeah.
You guys
So-
do what you want.
My damage is definitely going to be like the kind of that makes you want to stop doing anything because you're so
Okay.
terrified. Like I'm literally bursting through the door and it's
So
just terrifying. so much.
You're gonna go with non-lethal, maybe if non-lethal fray damage, but lethal hitting people if you.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
It-
might depending on how how spicy it feels.
Okay, so this guy moves forward. Oh, sorry, the other one moves forward, and is
My
going.
line.
They're gonna over their whimpering companions, cowards, down towards their those people, and they're gonna attack with a very large axe. What's your AC?
See, the way I see it, they're probably going to try to kill us. So, as far as I'm concerned, they're fair game.
Oh, they're definitely
Legitimate
trying to kill you.
self-defense.
Anyone that tries to physically kill me is going to have their spine ripped.
So what's your AC?
1.
1.
1.
Okie doke.
Swing and a miss.
Buddy.
Okay, so yeah, he swings and he makes a miss. This guy is going to come up and he's going to do pretty much similar.
Oh yeah. So how she defends herself isn't like, oh, he hit me.
1 damage. Like,
1 damage. So how I defend myself isn't like I dodge out of the way. I literally just move into the blow and push it away every time it happens. Like I tank. Yeah. Because that's protection.
It's
Okay.
one of the people from the bathroom that was scrubbing the toilets.
yes. The one who just managed to smack them.
So he doesn't know he's there.
Have I been pointed out specifically to him?
No.
He do not know that I am there.
I will, this is the one that attacked. I will mark this with a symbol that you basically, there. They can't see.
Perfect.
Yes. This person runs into the room and immediately just like, like, quickly, in here! Over and over. This person gets in. They are going to raise a bow and try and twang at, let's
Is
see.
Mr. Red holding a bow?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll roll a d3 and see which one he targets.
Oh, hit me, motherfucker! I defy you, hurt me!
1, so that is Quinton at the back.
Oh man.
He's being relatively smart about this. Relatively.
Relatively.
What's your AC?
3.
3.
Oh,
That's a hit.
Damn
A
it.
damage.
1
damage.
damage.
Um,
I was hoping it would shoot me because I was gonna do that Killer 7 thing where I headbutt the arrow out.
oh god. We do not talk about the guy who's like a fucking assassin.
Who
Yeah.
headbutts bullets out of the air. Oh god.
Okay. So that is. We'll just go. Alright, so now it is back around, and it's Kara's turn. Because all
Alright,
the others just move.
Mr. Red, who's holding a bow, I am going to commit effort to inflict woe to the guilty on him.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's basically 1d. It's anyone in sight, so I'm assuming I can see him since he's.
Oh, yeah,
got
yeah.
to shoot first. It's 1d10 direct damage. I think is that what it, is that what? No, sorry, not direct damage. Emotional
Straight.
damage.
Oh,
Is that? I actually don't know if that's direct or not. To be honest, maybe it doesn't say.
It's just because it counts damage as basically making you just really unhappy. Your gaze presence become a heart-rending weapon doing 1d10 emotional damage, so that's still damage, to a visible target.
Okay.
So this is the one where you basically turn them into a zombie.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so... Yeah.
Which stat are you using to combat with this? Since it's a
Wisdom.
Neat.
No, this just says direct damage, doesn't it?
Because it's a magical attack, it can be used any stat.
It just says because it's for the scene and your gaze and presence come a heart and it is. Sorry, it's because it doesn't actually say attacking with it. It just says that your gaze and presence become a heart-rending weapon.
Successful hit.
I skipped that part. Okay, so
It's
wisdom.
all good. It's just we did cover this last time because I didn't get it. So
Yeah.
I was actually prepared for this one. So I'll just roll that then.
Yeah, I love the
What's
fact.
the target AC?
Give me a second. I hand this up.
I love the fact that
5.
we're just rolling through these poor bastards.
I'm sorry, what was that?
5.
5. Okay. I'm assuming no attack bonus or anything.
Well, you mean there's the no misc attack bonus other than you.
Okay. Hooray! It's not great though.
Okay, so that's 1 damage to him.
Oh, it's on that.
He's a worthy foe, so you know.
One thing that we didn't clarify last time is, I'm assuming then that's a one-off thing.
No.
It's not just like something I can wield for the rest of the scene.
No, it's for the rest of the scene.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's an attack, meaning that's an attack type. Like if I were to summon a sword, it would be the same thing.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
just
basically
ambiguous.
get to keep glaring at people until they drop down and die.
I believe so. Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm assuming I get my Frey die as well.
Yes, you do. And there is
And
like
that
a guide.
specifically has to target lesser foes.
Exactly, and you know these guys in orange, they are lesser foes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, plus. Oh.
unfortunately, no damage. So yeah, you
No lungs full of swamp water for him.
Okay, so Sade.
Okay. Well, I'm going to body check this guy. Just like literally like concuss him by
Mm-hmm.
grabbing him and then headbutting him so hard that he kind of warps the air.
Roll the whack.
What's his AC? 5?
Yes, his AC is 5. All of these guys, their AC is 5. I'll put
Oh, come on! I was 1 off.
Ooh, yeah.
Can you commit effort for stuff like that to turn a miss into a hit, or is that not a thing?
There's only one ability that does that, and that's called Unerring Blade. It's a sword ability. I could do it, I just won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would also take a lot of effort.
Basically, it turns any roll except a natural 1 into an automatically hit with max damage. It's something that you usually give like regular ass fighter types that aren't divine.
Mhm.
Like, oh, here's
Quentin. Quentin.
Wait, Frey die.
Frey die.
Oh yeah, Fredo.
This guy is just scared of me. He's not dead, but he's scared and terrored, and 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yeah.
I don't see the damage.
That's because I roll max damage anytime.
Oh yeah. Okay, then he is a whimpering pile of whimpering.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now it's Quentin.
So 5, 10.
Oh yeah, you can do Frey damage before you do anything else too. It's like any time during it's on turn.
That's actually quite good to know.
Move up here because the guy down there doesn't see me. He doesn't
Oh,
really get
no.
anything.
No, but you are passing by this guy.
By that guy. That's true.
So do you want to pass him by? He will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's the thing.
mean, yeah, might as well, because I can't really... I can stand there and then hit him, but I might as well stand here and try and free-die all these poor folk down here.
Well, you only get one for the thing, but...
Yeah. But if I can just pick them off one by one...
Oh!
Missy.
Yes.
Okay, oh, miss. Okay, yeah, okie doke. Could have been a lot worse. Because I've got the 3D dice on, and it rolls the...
It was bouncing around.
It rolls the damage dice as well, and that would have been 7, and that would have been very nasty for you. Okay, so your turn.
Yeah, so I can't move anymore. Wait. My flight speed is doubled, so technically if I'm just hovering above the ground, I can actually move even more.
Yep.
So I can 30 feet more of movement, so I can move them here.
These are kind of in the way.
Like the people, or...
Yeah, the people in the doorway, they're kind of blocking it, so you wouldn't be able to just charge through very easily.
Oh, no, I would like to stand here because then I have line of sight on this guy.
Yeah.
But I would like to try and attack this guy with my halberd.
Okie doke. AC of 5.
Yes, AC 5, no modifiers.
Yep.
I miss.
Stop whiffing.
And then I apply my Frey die to the poor fellow behind him.
Oh, no.
With 2 damage.
Okie doke. Bleh.
As his mind just gets covered in darkness.
Okie doke.
He's like just constantly like, he just fucking depresses himself out of oblivion.
Okay, so now for the guys. The bow user is going to drop his bow and pick up the axe of a fallen comrade to whack you with. So, it's going to be... so the first one's against Sade, which is your AC is 1.
He's so good, boy. 4 damage. How hilarious.
Oof. That was a meaty hit.
Probably lodges in my skull.
The
Just keep smiling.
Aha! It's like, Jesus Christ, lady. The second attack for Sade.
Bring it on.
Miss. And the axe attack against Quinton, and your AC is 3, yes?
Yes.
Ah, snap, you got hurt.
1 damage.
Oh, no, my health. Ah.
Okay, so hang on. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. These guys are not happy.
These guys need to roll a morale check or something. Just asking for a friend.
Well, the thing is, you're not actually killing them. You're making them fall over and scream.
Then I'll start fucking killing them. If
I'm just pointing out that, like, that you know, yeah, they're.
I also think like they're obviously in like the heart of their power kind of thing, which probably counts against us.
Probably,
But,
also,
plus,
Look at it this way: if they're still here, we can murder them one by one. It'll be fun.
and
But the
also,
thing is,
zealots
it's
are
basically
unlikely
just-
to break.
Morale is basically just, oh, we have reduced their fighting, like, unit by half.
And there's still plenty of fighting unit.
Plus, you know, maybe they'll.
There.
He can die.
Just standing on top of his dead comrade.
Yes,
Yeah.
is what.
Or
Just
sorry, incapacitated comrade.
Not
Incapacitated.
incapacitated, just screaming uncontrollably.
That's what
So
incapacitated means.
I like
I
that
mean-
2 of them are just screaming and the other 2 are just like crying because they're just super
Semantics, really.
claustrophobic.
Heretics, I resent that.
There's
How
literally
dare you use such
nothing
slur?
more or nothing less heretical about us. We're like the ultimate not heretic.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
also a morale check can also be induced by a display of a fearsome supernatural might.
so
They're gonna see some.
Yes.
for going, attacking Quinton.
Yeah.
Murder his ass.
These guys are kind of chumps, so don't expect much from them.
This moment they just critically hit me and murdered me on the spot.
They can feel it.
Ooh,
Oh,
The-
1 damage.
One
You
damage.
took 1 damage, right?
The
Down to 14. What will I do?
that guy can't do it, but this elite is actually able to get. Actually, would you say he has line of sight with you guys here? No, I don't think he really...
I mean, there is the easy way to do it. If we do it originally and do it corner by corner, then technically he would have line of sight. Because he can see that corner there.
Yeah.
What is it? It's 2 corners connected. So yeah, he should be able to see me.
Okay, he can catch a glimpse of you. So.
But I am in partial cover.
Yes.
Can I get? Do I get an AC modifier for that?
I will take your AC down to 1 for this.
Cool.
So yeah, he's going to attack with the bow.
Yeah, AC 1. Wow.
They're getting you, boy.
Just pin cushioning. Yeah.
Just like chicken arrows just stuck in my shoulder.
God
fucking damn it! Or grazing my shoulder.
That's probably stuck.
Yeah.
It just doesn't bother you too much.
I mean, it's a 1 damage, just like grazing my shoulder, leaving like a nasty cut.
That's like 8 to 10 damage converted to D&D rules.
We're all pretty meaty though, aren't we?
You are, which is why I don't feel bad about doing this.
Like 100 hit points if we were in D&D right now.
Okie doke.
I
So
still have 13 hit points.
Kara, you'll go.
Same again. I'm going for the same fella.
Okie doke. AC is 5.
With woe to the guilty again, because I want him to start shooting his friends, frankly.
Okie doke. AC is... Well, he has an axe now, because he...
Yeah, you can pick the bow up, though. I get, like, total control over it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, go ahead.
5, did you say?
AC is 5.
Oh, bollocks.
Okay, so... Freydie.
Move.
Yes, you could also move. Or are you happy at the back?
I mean, I'm happy to move forward, but can I get in?
I mean, Quentin kind of dodged around all you guys. You can move through as long as you don't kind of stand on the people who are like
I'm
up.
happy to move. I'm happy to move in here if I can.
Yeah, you can get edge in there. Let's say it was difficult terrain and you made it in like, you know, with difficulty, but you're in. Yeah, you're in easily. Okay, so Freydie, 1 damage. Who would you like to hit? The one up top did manage to hit Quentin.
Yeah, we'll go for him then.
I'm just imagining vengeance.
I did it, boss.
Oh, he's dead.
These guys they're lesser foes. They only have 1 hit point.
Okay. Yeah, and he is actually dead, not just incapacitated. Like all the swamp water coming out of his mouth should be a fairly good sign of that.
Okie doke.
Just starts vomiting swamp water.
I'm gonna mark him as like actually dead because all these others have just been stunned.
Yeah.
So there, that's his I'm fucked symbol, and he collapses sideways. Off his screaming friend.
Quite thoughtfully to keep things organised.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, no,
I just like him vomiting on his mate and just walking to the corner, just collapsing.
Well, no, he's like collapses on his mate, and his mate is still screaming, and just like pushes him off and shoves him into a corner as that guy's like choking to death. Fun. Nice. Okay. So now it's Sade, unless Quentin would like to go first, of course. Like,
you can go ahead. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to nuke all these guys at once.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna swing my halberd at the big guy.
Okay, so Mr. Red.
5. No modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
I swing and a miss.
Come on, guys. You're better than this.
I freed this poor son of a bitch. That's 8 me and 1 damage. So he also just collapses, like, screaming a bit.
He's got feathers growing out of places where there shouldn't be feathers.
Which, for a human, should be everywhere.
Everywhere. Indeed. So, now it's Sage's turn.
Yes. Let's do the thing. Okay, That's interesting. I don't know. How does that make sense? The Fury can selectively spare allies within the area, but the victims then get an appropriate saving throw and to resist the effect? What does that mean?
Is that protection?
No. It's Corona Fury. Nah, I'm gonna look at something else instead. That's a
hurl
good
a charge
point.
of your energy at a group of foes, affecting all within 30 feet. Aside of you, each victim takes 1d8. Selectively spare allies when near, but the victim then gets an appropriate saving throw to resist
Oh,
the effect.
I get it. Basically, if you were making it so you're just nuking an area, they wouldn't get a save. If you make it so it will, like, not hit Quinton, then they get a save.
Okay, so I can just force everybody to take damage or make them save.
Yeah. But you'd hit Quinton or yourselves or whoever else is in the area.
Oh, the person who used it always immune to it.
Okay, so yeah.
As are other entities that wield similar power.
What? Oh, so it always immunes the furies, as are other enemies will. Which is basically the same.
Yeah, so if you use sword, if I had sword, I wouldn't be affected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why you should make a Corona of Justice.
Yes, that exactly. So this is gonna happen. Maybe I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to do this.
Well, you decide
It's
quickly.
Hey, give me a second. Just let me think. Okay, I'm gonna paste this to you. You tell me if this.
You tell me what?
Can that work? Can I literally force all the red cultists to leave?
If you get there below their hit points, yes, they will leave.
And all worthy foes can save versus hardiness to, stay. Otherwise, if they can't, if they can. If they can see on the throw, they must then commit effort.
Okay.
Yeah, and all.
I keep forgetting these guys have effort.
All NPCs have like 1 effort.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to spend these guys' effort. They've all been running in and just say, oh yeah. Okie doke, so.
Just trying to decide whether or not I want to do that. There was something I actually wanted to
Just kill them.
find it. Again, okay. It's better be nominal. Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. That's probably what I was looking for.
What's up?
Sanctified Shield.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sanctified Shield.
Okie doke.
As
What's Sanctified Shield?
that.
Okay.
The sea in the Godbound declares guardianship for over as many as a dozen allies within the same general vicinity. Any damage inflicted on these allies within the area may be transferred to the Godbound as an instant action on the Godbound's part. Any failure may be rerolled by the Godbound. On a success, the original target is unaffected. While on a failure, the effect applies to the original target.
And it lasts for the scene.
Yeah, it does.
So basically, if we take damage, we can just say Sade takes it instead.
Yep.
I can.
Yeah, Sade goes and says.
If it is instant, that means it can be done at any time, even after damage is.
Okie doke. Okay.
Okay.
You still have an attack. Is that an on-turn action?
Yep, that's an action.
That is an action? Yeah, that's just a regular action.
Hmm.
So Freydai.
Freydai, there's one guy kind of in line of sight here.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah. Everyone else is down. No one else is.
I scream a word. Probably doesn't make any sense to anyone else, but to my allies, it sounds like utter defense or some sort of weird divine thing. And this guy suddenly just sees the light, I guess, of it, like the protection light, and then he's gets stabbed in the heart with a sword made of ethereal material.
So is
fitting punishment.
Is this one gonna kill him?
It's 2 damage.
So I mean, is it gonna kill him, or are you going non-lethal still?
Oh. No,
He died. So you're gonna go with Okay, so you've killed your first, of today. Okay, so since I forgot about it, and since that they are here and have effort, I'm going to have these guys in front of you expend effort in their thing that they're doing. That being double up, so they get to swing twice.
I have a question immediately pertaining to this.
Yes.
I have an ability called... hang on, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Mantle of Nemesis. Commit effort for the scene and target an opponent who has inflicted hit point damage or harm on you or a companion during that same scene. You instantly negate an ability the target is using as if you had successfully offensively or defensively dispelled whatever power they are using. Does that apply in this case? Is that a thing I can do to stop them being arseholes to us?
Yeah, I think they both...
Nemesis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an instant action. So you can do it whenever you want, basically. So when they hit you, you can just say, it's not Nemesis.
Yeah. So you can negate what they're...
I'm happy to do that to negate that.
Okay, so are you going to negate it for both of them, or just for the one attacking Sade? Because one of them's going to attack you this turn.
I will do it for the one at...
Oh, wait.
I actually haven't been hit at all, so actually I'll do it for the one that's not attacking me.
Okay.
But wait. So, Mantle of Nemesis says you have to target an opponent who inflicted hit point damage or harm on you
or a
during
companion.
the same
I
scene.
believe that's happened.
Yeah, companion. Yeah, because they've hit Sade.
Yeah. And negate the ability is using.
What's your AC, real quick?
No.
Kara.
1.
3.
2.
I'm gonna actually just look real quick.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Oh, sorry, no, it's 2.
Yeah, it did. It wasn't.
I forgot to incorporate.
It wasn't 3. I knew that much. Yeah, so 2. And so this one, is gonna attack, and that's a miss. But you didn't negate his thing, so he gets a
another one.
Yeah, he gets another one. That's a third.
So tasty.
Yep, he is not doing very good. It's like he seems kind of scared of you guys with all this going on.
He rightfully should be terrified.
The one going for Sade is going to be swinging his axe, but he's he seems to realize that something's gone wrong and overbalances slightly and doesn't quite get to do the double up move. So only one, and that's a miss. The guy that's right next to Quinton is going to be doing similar with an axe, just going absolutely crazy, and it's 3 for you, yep? AC?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's another miss. They're having a terrible time out here today.
All the screaming confuses them.
All the screaming confuses everyone.
I do love the part where like they hit me so hard in the head, they do like a ton of damage, and I just
clunk.
Another attack.
Yeah, this guy's moving in. He is.
Oh, I thought this guy was also using the double up.
He's not used double up now, but not yet. But
if it starts to become a problem, I will use it to negate another one. I just want to.
They can only do it once. Like each of these can only do this once a fight.
Yeah.
So this guy, this guy's charging in. He's going to make a swing with the axe as well. He's really struggling with the amount of bodies he's having to climb over. And this is what happens. Like they're really piling into this small room. Okay, gone, and we're back round to Kara.
I am determined to get that guy turned into a bow zombie.
Okay.
5 was it, AC?
Yes, 5 AC.
Same as me, but I have armor.
Thank God.
Nice, and let's... Hey, he is a thrall.
Good. Then, when his turn comes up, he can pick up that bow and shoot his friends.
Okay.
Yay.
So, Sade, what would you like to do?
Oh, you know, the usual. 1 second.
Also, this guy...
I would say Frey die, but I'm guessing that little man down there is way out of the way for that.
Yeah, you need line of sight.
Okay, that's fair.
Also, this guy hasn't used his double up, so actually he has a double up that you could utilize.
Oh yeah, he has 1 point of effort.
Yeah.
So Sade is going to literally summon her sword out of the air, and like she's raising her hands up, and he's probably going to block it, and then she's just going to summon the sword and drop it on him, like Ed.
Okay, give me an attack.
Okay. What's his AC?
5.
Aww.
He manages to dodge away as he looks up and sees the sword coming and like dodges back just in time. Quinton.
Yes.
You see this guy beside you just like shudder, like look around terrified, collapse, and then like move upwards, like and you see the familiar thrall
Never mind
expression.
what happened to the swamp.
Yeah, yeah.
So I... oh right, that's fine. I would like to try and attack the new guy who just stepped in front of me.
Okie doke.
But I would like to do so by dropping my helmet and whacking him with my brass knuckles.
Fine with me. Whack away. Ooh. Just missed.
We can do better than this. I literally only need
And
10. Come on.
I believe I have line of sight to that poor fellow all the way in the back.
Let's. I will give it to you because these poor men, these poor people, like you can just about glimpse him. So yeah.
Okay. So first, let's see here. So yeah, I collapse him.
In the distance, you just hear the faintest. Okay. How would you like overcome by the darkness as well?
Yes. So basically, it's just like intense claustrophobia because the world is just closing in on them, and they basically just see themselves in like completely dark and still room.
This guy still hadn't seen you, by the way. They're too busy to notice.
I
Okay.
could also just blind him if I wanted to.
Oh dear. Okay, so we're going to be having some elite swings here. So these two can only go once. So target AC is 2 because this one's going for Kara. Ooh, there we are. Oh, that's a chunk.
That's a hit.
I mean,
Let's try.
this is the first time I've been heard this campaign, so I'm fine with this.
And this one is coming for Sade, as they he's dodging that sword means he's just kind of reeled back just in time. Righto. Oh, it's your thrall's turn.
I was kind of married to the idea of the bow thing, but probably the most convenient. Oh, okay, he can shoot that new guy.
Yeah, I had a moment. The thrall can see someone here, so yeah.
Unless it takes his action, I'm assuming he can just pick up the bow and fire this turn.
Yeah, I'll let him just pick up the bow and fire. Do you want him to use double up?
Contemplating using double up, but at the same time, I want to hold on to it just in case something terrible is waiting slightly later on. What do you think?
Well, you are in their base, and you can always just summon another one, like
True.
thrall.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll use it then. I'll take a shot at the red fella down at the bottom there.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Bam! That's some damage, and woo! Oh, 0 damage. Okay.
Sadness.
So there's some cute confusion of why are you attacking me from down the hall as.
Can I have my thrall, because it is my thrall, scream out "Death to the false church"?
Sure.
Just to add to the general confusion.
That is not
There's some major confusion going on right now,
He
baby.
should have yelled, "Kill the heretics!" as he shot the
Ooh, yes. I take it back. Do that instead. I
Fine.
need a little
Kill-
justice in my. Hey,
Okay, so there's a double up happening. One of them's going for Quinton, but the other one is going for your thrall. So this one is going for Quinton.
Yeah.
What do we got, baby? Ooh, another damage. Are you taking that one, Foxo, or?
How much hit points you got left?
I'm still at. I'm at 13, and I go down to 12.
I'm gonna take it.
You're gonna take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pardon me. Okay. Ooh, and this one. He only comes back with 1 hit point, doesn't he?
yes, he does. That's quite right.
Well, good thing you used that double up because he just died.
Feeling vindicated about that.
It's just betrayer as a cut down his ally beside him. Okie doke.
I like the idea that this, like, he goes to hit Quentin, he obviously hits him, and yet, like, another wound just appears on me instead.
Yeah.
As he kills the poor thrall, I'll just yell that, "Oh my god, they're killing themselves!"
So yeah, it's
Power.
it's now that poor man is dead.
For them.
It's now Kara's turn again.
Then, yeah. I mean, I quite literally see no reason to use these antlers anymore, which is a shame because they were thematically fun. But yeah, I'm just gonna stare really nastily at this fellow, which is apparently much more effective. The one directly in front of me.
Okie doke. It's still 5.
Actually, wait, which of them is more damage? Because I've totally lost track at this point.
I don't think either of them have been hit.
No.
How about the one engaged with Quentin over there?
He hasn't been hit either. He's new.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just go for the one in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we
Sorry,
be friends?
my mouse is
Okay,
being an
vertical.
arsehole.
No good. Oh, no, it's all good. Why can't we be friends?
We can't be friends because
There
you're
we
in the
go.
vertical.
Oh,
An unfortunate miss. Close.
Why are you like guys? We're not rolling above 8.
clearly, this is why I shouldn't have gone into a fight with like a veil covering my eyes.
Quentin
Alright,
or
so-
Sid?
Right.
Quentin, do you want to go next?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll try and whack the guy again with my brass knuckles.
Whack 'em good. An unfortunate circumstance.
Jesus Christ.
I suppose these guys are called elites for some reason.
Yeah.
So all of these ones up here have used their double up. So okay. Now it's Sade's turn.
Okay, so instead of you using my usual body check, I'm going to grip him by the throat and instill a mortal fear into his very soul.
Okie dokie.
Just with charisma.
Okie doke.
Come on. I knew it would be like that. I rolled a fucking 3 this time. Seriously, we can't. It's gonna be here for a while.
Okay. This one's for Sade. This one's for Kara. And this one's for for Quentin.
Yay!
Okay. And that's all that's happening because okay, so once again,
Just to refresh my memory, we have picked this point now because Buckler is here, yes?
yes,
Somewhere.
yes.
Somewhere.
Well, maybe, yes, but as far as we knew, he came here and then you lost track of him.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I know
Yeah,
each
I will
other.
hold on to that influence just in case then.
The effort.
Yes, effort, sorry.
Oh no,
Yeah,
go.
same thing again, I'm just gonna go for the dude in front of me. And tell him to consider his false god and choose again.
Rethink your choices.
Just like you staring at the person just yelling, "Sit the fuck down."
Okie doke. Please. Hey.
Whooping 2 damage.
He is still up, but he is very injured.
Damn.
Mine is very interesting.
Yes, he is. You can see him kind of like, I really should leave. Is in his eyes.
Yes, you should.
First,
I'm gonna give.
First, I'm going to
Yeah. No, say it. Go ahead. Smack.
literally just terrorize this person. Just probably grip the size of his head now and just start screaming into his face.
Okay.
But, you know, in a way that's terrifying than any... Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
I'm just waiting for you to take a chunk out of his face, like biting it off.
It's just screaming into his face as he just starts having an epileptic fit and dies.
He just he's swinging his sword against you desperately and just kind of eventually folds over and like eyes rolling back and foaming at the mouth. Yeah.
Are these guys gonna do morale checks?
They will now.
Okay.
Because that happened.
Quentin, your turn.
Yeah, I try once again. I mean, come on, I gotta hit him at some point. God, flying there.
Nope. You literally
mind
would
then.
never would.
Oof.
That was a
Okay. Hang on. He's dead. He's dead. He's alive. He's dead. He's alive.
There are like
Yeah.
3 dead people and the rest just screaming and foaming out the mouth. Like,
Okay, so I'm gonna do a morale check, and they take a -2 to this, yeah?
Yeah.
So that means their morale is 11?
If they have...
9.
Is there... Okay, yeah, I was about to say, like, did they have 13 morale? That's not
Yeah.
So they -2, they roll 2d6 as a unit, and if they roll above that, they rout.
Yeah. So okay, so it's 7 then, because that's
Yeah, they failed.
okay. Yeah. So these two are just going to start running. Do you
Are they
attack
retreating
them?
or are they just not fighting?
They're retreating.
Oh, okay. Oh, did he just move out of my engagement range?
Yes, and Sade and Kara, this guy's moved out of your engagement range as well. If you want to attack them, do you want to attack these running men?
Yes.
Fuck!
Anyway, man.
You need a magical weapon, dude.
That's the thing, though, is that no matter what, it still wouldn't be useful for it.
Oh damn! Do you know what I forgot? We talked about this. Was it yesterday? Actually, vengeance. Any arsehole who's hit me, I can't miss.
Oh yeah. Oh, and this guy
totally
just hit
forgot
you.
about-
This guy just hit you, so you can't miss him. No, when you swing now.
Right,
Okay,
you know
yeah,
that
I
your
totally
attacks
forgot.
always hit.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to what? Do you want to swing? Do you want to like make him your thrall? Because
Yes, of course I do. I can stare him in the back and make him regret.
so roll. Well, you're gonna do it anyway as 1 health. So
I
Yeah.
have a question because
Mm.
it's only normal attack, so staring isn't a normal attack, is it?
I mean, I
It's
would.
just-
There was confusion
magic-
about this because I would have thought it wouldn't, but it does say on a successful hit. So,
Yeah, but it's just vengeance says that your normal attacks always hit the target who inflicted
It-
hit
it's
point
an-
damage.
No,
okay,
I'd say
I
it's a
see.
normal attack because it's a regular.
It's the normal attack. It's called a magical attack. It replaces any melee or range.
It's still
I
the
mean,
attack. So
I don't mind striding up to him and stabbing in the back with some antlers. Either way works for me.
either way, it's like it's still the thing. So I'll. He is your thrall.
He did.
Okay.
Okay, so can I chase after the other guy?
Yes.
Because I have contempt at distance. It doesn't matter where he is. I can hit him
Okie doke.
here, like somehow, and grab him.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to click that. My
No
mouse
problem,
is
no problem.
disagree-
Okay. So yeah. Do you want to make an attack against him?
Well, AC 5, right?
AC 5.
Oh, come on, baby. It's a natural 1.
He is unfortunately still booking it.
Well, I'm just gonna let him go for now. I guess I get an extra breath if he's running away from me.
Yeah, I suppose since you got there, you do get an attack of opportunity.
This motherfucker can get away from this for now.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
He gets to there and just fucking pancakes into the floor.
Like I basically was screaming at him at his back, and he's like, that one's not dead though. He
okay.
was good, bad boy, whatever one. I just want people to be scared of me and alive.
He's a good boy, a good bad boy, good. Yeah. So yeah, he is on the floor and he is not dead. Okay. So from around there, let's see.
Do I see anyone to fray die?
Nah.
Oh,
No one afraid die.
so I'm going, instead of like initiating anything, I'm just gonna point. Can I see that guy?
You can see the very edges of him.
Okay. Well, can I walk over here calmly and then run my hand through the wall and gently caress the side of it?
I'm certain you could. Well, what would everyone else like to do? Because you've had like 3 moves now.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
how are you phasing through wall? Because I haven't actually shared.
Oh no,
I'm
no.
shattering.
Yeah, he's not phasing. He's punching.
Okay, you're literally just doing like a Deus Ex, like
Yeah.
shoving your hand through the
Yeah,
wall.
this is like red. I just read through the.
Well, I would like to hover my way, like, somewhere over here, I think. Because she looks like she knows what she's
Okay.
doing down there. I also see it, like a glimpse of the guy.
Oh no, that guy is like Blair.
Are we still in initiative or?
Until this guy gets his head caved in, technically yes.
Okay.
It's not the end of the scene yet, so what would you like to do, Karen?
I am considering. I have a thrall now. Yes.
Yes.
You two seem to have that well in hand, so I think I'll just take the time to walk up to my thrall and stop me if this is outside the remit of this power. Tell us where your master is, and tell us what he's doing. Tell us everything about this place.
Further down the corridors, he's trying to commit some rituals to summon the Great Iron General.
I don't like that.
Do we hear this?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Do we still have the link thing going on?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
At least Quentin does. Sade's kind of too busy putting a hand through a brick wall to listen. You're making a lot of noise. Masonry. Masonry makes a lot of noise. Okay. Your last name's gonna be fucking Mason by the end of this. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, no, he's trying rituals to summon the favor of the Great Iron General.
Alright, so we need to take his head away now.
He's stronger than he seems.
No doubt. You'll help us kill him.
Okay. He's a thrall. Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to complete your attack on this horrible, horrible man, Sade?
I'm just literally terrorizing him like I did the other two.
Okay. Well, you can still make it an attack because it's like you're emotionally draining him.
Well, I'm emotionally, there's a lot of things I'm doing, but draining is a strong...
Okay, you're draining something, and it might be his bladder.
Oh, maximum damage, by the way, 4 damage.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because of your crushy fists. Yes. Alright, so, he makes a noise, and then he makes not another noise for a while.
I think that one's dead, specifically.
Do you think he's dead, or you think he's, like...
I punched the wall, and I gently caressed the side of his head, and I said, go to sleep.
Yeah, he died, like, he just heart attack, but it's like, I didn't even mean for that one. Okay, then. So, yeah, out of initiative.
Yeah, I would like to telepathically connect to some of my family members and tell them to get the guard to the hospital.
Okie doke. And you do hear, like, your Wolfgang kind of... What about the people? They're starting to get all riled up. Should we bring people or just the guard? And Callum's like, I can get in contact with Foreman, with Mr. Foreman.
So totally out of character. Should we get the people here?
It's in a way it feels premature, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I scheduled
it.
I scheduled this revolution for next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So should we just bring everybody here?
I know I on a specific date, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be like next week or the week after.
It sounds like we might be better off taking opportunity of this if
Right.
all things get worse for us.
Plus we killed all those guys.
So yeah, bring the people.
They're
We're starting the revolution now.
Oh,
Johnny
fuck.
will be thrilled. He can send first.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like only
also
3
sent the
people
message.
died.
Well, actually, 4. The thrall died. The guy I killed with terror died. The other 2 died.
Well,
I think
the thrall doesn't. The thrall doesn't actually have to be dead.
No, it's true. I think they'll die once I release control. But I wanted said on
Well,
the record that one of them shot the other. That's on them, not us.
It's up to you whether you wanted to kill him. You just dropped him to 0, so you could have emotionally devastated him enough.
Yeah, no, I definitely kill him.
Yeah, no. This man is dead. Okay, so there's 5 of them died, and one of them was by the hand of another. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just, then again, it's been like, what, altogether around 10 days or so? 10, 12, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
10.
I guess it's time to start thinking of not murdering everything in sight. We're getting there, slowly.
Besides, we didn't kill everyone in the first battle either. We just kind of murdered them afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so what more would Quentin like to pass on?
Basically, just get all the people here, find a way into, like, I don't know how the fuck to actually get here, but there's a secret basement to the hospital. Find out how to get in, etc., etc., and then also tell that to Johnny to get the gang going because the revolution is now.
Hang on, I gotta go check out something. I forgot. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okie
Keep going.
So
Ask him to also get the people here. And my next question is, how dark is it in here?
you can see that once that it goes out into like the caverny areas out here, it's actually quite dark, and that's why they were holding lanterns. But also, it does get higher up towards here, towards the left. So this might be the way up to the hospital. So you might have, so you could guide them if you, go investigate up there.
Okay, so yeah, I go over here, quickly look out. Is it the exit?
Yes, it appears to be the exit.
I gather up all the birds and tell them to guide the people here.
Okie doke.
Yes.
It is
Mildly frightening, I've got to say.
It is inside the hospital, so basically there's a as like a load of birds just suddenly flying out of the outside an office.
Yeah, I'm basically yelling to attract the attention of the birds outside the hospital.
you stick your head out of the hidden entrance, like, Kaka! And then you just leave.
And remember, I don't wake up people unless I want to.
You guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Didn't you start this off with something happened to Daisy and then Quentin got really distracted and now we're raiding the base?
Basically, I was just asking if you guys like got in contact with her or anything like that, because you hadn't seen her since then.
But yeah, then as I am, I'm flying around in these caves and just like in complete darkness. Perfectly maneuvering because I have perfect dark vision.
I look back at Tara and says, and I'm covered in wounds, but I have no blood. So how? Oh, this is going well.
Yes, it is going well. We can finish this tonight.
Exactly. Let's go. I'm going to look down this area, I guess, real quick. Like, what is this? A door?
It's like a corridor.
Okay. Oh, hello, guys.
They're coming. And then
Is it an open bridge?
it's like a bridge that's going over that.
So did Quentin just like
I fly over this bridge?
Yeah,
cool.
Quentin doesn't quite like it's kind of like a bridge, but also it's a little sealed off. But yeah, you could, since you can fly, you can get on.
Yeah.
So
I basically just fly at the top of the roof and just
as you hear,
look down what I can spot.
As you see Sade kind of hear Sade yelling from that direction, you can fly up there quite easily.
Yeah.
So
I fly up here and then hover a bit.
Surrender now, and you might live.
Periscoffs.
I'll be right back.
they have slaughtered our companions. Don't trust them.
Only 5.
That is an over-exaggeration, and that, I think, is the worst thing.
such politeness. Alright, I guess we gotta wait for...
we didn't like to go grab a drink or anything like that?
Yeah, he's doing so that, I'm sure what.
Yeah. Okay, so, how was your attack on the cult area?
Oh, well, if I'm going first, I'm definitely doing a contempt of business. I can see this guy, right?
Oh yeah, you can catch a glimpse of the sides.
I can see him, I can hit him. That's actually good. I can't do that. So, I just appear there with a rush of speed that is almost preternatural. And I guess as I'm turning the corner, I'm going to body check this guy so hard he probably explodes.
You just turn into a goddamn truck kun and just.
What's the armor class?
These guys are 8. Yeah. Heyo. We're doing some body checking.
Yeah.
That's 4 damage, by the way. Just
Because max damage.
Yeah, max damage.
You hear?
Guy,
yeah.
I I clothesline him so hard in the wall he becomes a smear, and then I backhand the other one to death.
Okay, so you're full out killing these guys now.
Yes.
Okay,
I
and
don't even.
You know, they're telling lies about us, so, you know, all bets are off.
don't mind that I'm marking the ones that you've killed.
Yeah, I won't mind at all. I'm not worried.
Oh, right, you have overflow damage. That's the thing.
No, it was it's Freydog. These guys are lesser.
Oh yeah, but you also have overflow damage.
It's
also
only if.
basic attacks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It is a thing that if you do more than their limit of health damage, it overflows onto another target that's.
Oh, right.
Within range.
I
So,
wasn't sure, but
when
cool.
this inevitably leads to whatever this guy is doing is directly empowered by how many people we killed, we can use that as the object lesson that maybe murder isn't always the answer.
If we fine.
Leave the call and join again, because you are cracking out a lot there.
It just hurt. It hurt. Did that guy die, please?
What? Yeah, they're both dead. But also, you're breaking up a lot. You're breaking up a lot. Leave the call and join again, so you can, you know. Also, you have kind of charged ahead while your allies are.
Oh, they're fine.
Yeah. I mean, I look at what she's doing.
My point is that I did 4 extra points of overflow damage. This guy died, please.
Is he within range? Because I thought you were melee.
Like, I don't know what overflow worked.
I'd say you'd have to be within the distance.
Yeah, they also need to have equal or worse AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
Never
So
use it.
within
Every
range.
time I throw Godbound at people, they just kind of murder everyone that stands before them. It never really works out that way. Especially if I'm using mobs, they just disappear.
Yeah.
But if you murder the big guy for like 4 damage, you can take out some of the peasants behind him. Or
Nice.
next to him.
So you could actually probably like have just splashed these two in a single hit because you meleeed them, did 4 damage, and that would have been enough to take them both out. You didn't even need the Freydog.
Just like.
Yep. You just arrive and.
Goodbye, human beings that once were.
Okie doke. So Quinton.
Yes, I see. I look at what she's doing. She's like, she got this under control, so I continue my exploration.
Okie doke.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Yeah, she's
Pretty
fine.
much.
It'll be fine.
Just
It'll be fine.
just laughing and and yeah. Okay.
I'm not laughing. I'm
That's
cackling. There's a
15
difference.
feet, so...
You do also floating, so you have double your movement speed. Remember.
Yeah, so I have 60 speed, so that's my first 30 speed.
Okay. There.
30...
Oh.
30, 40...
This is also like a little bridge thing.
Yeah, I fly like over it.
And then Quentin dies again.
Okie doke.
What about onwards down here?
Oh yeah,
15
down there.
Okay, so 40.
Presumably these guys would have been like spread over a certain area, but all the noise has funneled them.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why the first fight was effectively just like, and there's a door up there.
Okay.
I do like that basically the fight could have come here if we didn't.
You basically teleported right into like an area where a lot of them were staying, so, and then made a lot of noise. So
I didn't do any noise. That was all Quentin.
Yeah. I would
Then I
like
made a lot.
to make a drone attack with my halberd.
okay,
So I'm gonna heat my halberd at this guy.
at that guy. Okie doke. Are you within range?
Yeah, 40 feet.
Nice range. Okay, yeet the halberd.
I eat the halberd. So I'm assuming that's with dexterity?
Or strength. Either one
Strength.
works for yeeting.
Oh boy, I'm gonna grab my... just give me a second. There we go. Yeet.
No problem.
It is dexterity, hit bonus 1, and it is, what, 1d10, because I'm technically a heavy weapon.
Yep.
I'm yeeting, but target AC 5. I yeet my halberd for 2 damage at this poor guy.
Okay, he seems mightily displeased and has taken a large amount of damage from that. He turns around and just And just like, they're here too! Pointing off down the area towards you.
And then I move my last 10 feet up here.
Okay.
And
There
hope
is...
I get to the door.
You can spend an effort to poke your head through the door. Inside appears to be this is a chamber, and you can see the glitter of metal inside, and what appears to be chests and coins.
I found a treasury.
We hear that? Yeah, like I found the treasury.
Yes.
After he throws a freaking halberd into someone.
Just hear the sound of the halberd landing. Then you just hear, I found the treasury.
Okay, Kara, your turn.
I think I'm out of range to do anything, so I'm just gonna move a bit closer.
You could technically do a run action and just
Yeah.
move.
Move, and then I'll get you to here.
Oh, then that's definitely what I'm doing.
Okie doke.
Heck yeah.
Do I still
That's
get my
your
free die in that case, or no?
There's no one you can fray, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
These two guys are
my
down.
Thrall can follow along at a reasonable pace as well.
I'm helping!
I'm helping.
Okay, so he is there, and he just kind of looks at some of the others and like, "Hi, Frank," as he like arrives. There's confusion.
It's like the use of this is meant to be obviously supernatural, and I guess the way this is working is he's just covered in vines which are puppeting him.
Oy. So yeah, he definitely has like a poison ivy look on him. Yeah, right now.
Burn
Yeah.
the heretics.
So yeah, now there's these guys' turn, and one of them is going to move up and attack Sade, and the other two are going to stay at a distance and use their bows.
That's literally called yeet attack.
Huh?
That's called yeet attack. That's
Yeah,
what-
I did a yeet attack with my halberd.
Oh dear. They're all going to use their double up because
Oh, great. I want to feel this pain.
that's a miss.
It's probably literally hitting me, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Dude, you have to put your back into it.
It's just bouncing off your armor.
Come on, hurt me!
Jesus Christ.
I'm not very good at that.
Whey! This is the highly injured guy behind you, who's this one. He's just. Oh, I need to add this guy to the track as well. Add turn. Okay, so yeah, he basically he manages to twang a single bolt into your back, and he's heavily bleeding. So it's quite astounding that he's managed it. Okay, so now Sade, who wants to go first?
I can go second if you want to fuck things up first.
Who's, when, what, who, where?
Well,
We did find the turn order effectively.
yeah, there's no real turnover order beyond you guys go, then they go. So, like, whoever wants to go first.
Oh, I'm happy to go afterwards.
Okay.
I would rather someone take out this motherfucker, then I can move around.
Okay,
further.
I move here, and then I punch the guy.
Okay.
Oh no, that's again.
Okay. Smack him.
Oh wow, fine.
Are you doing
Goddamn.
lethal or non-lethal damage?
I'm going for non-lethal. I just KO the guy with the brass knuckles.
There's just
Already spent.
Superman round the corner, right into the floor. Okay. He goes down in a single punch. Just he basically turns into your fist as he looks around and like hears something whistling behind him, expecting another weapon thrown, and just it's you. You're the weapon thrown. So yeah, you deck him to the floor. Who's next?
Wait, I would like to end my turn here.
Okie doke. As you basically barrel right through him. Okay.
Just plow right straight through him.
Okay.
Do you want to go next?
Well, I'll go next, and hopefully that guy will go away, and then you can just charge at the last one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Okay, woe to the guilty again. I have a question again. I didn't really think about this. Is there like, can I multiple thrall? If supposing it works out that way, if I end up killing one person of this, it doesn't really offer any clarity on that.
I mean, does it say that you can only have one thrall?
Nothing like that there I can see. It just
then
says
you-
if the target is reduced to 0 HP, they regain 1 and become your thrall for 24 hours.
Then you can multi-thrall.
Good lord.
Multi-thrall, multi-thrall.
Yeah, that's a thing that beasts can do too, where they can force you to like become their servant forever, and you.
Yep.
And that's AC 5, right?
AC 5, though this one only lasts for 24 hours, this thralling.
Yeah,
You
but
can
still
technically...
far
Yeah.
superior.
You can technically let them go afterwards, or you can, you know... oh well. So you could let them go afterwards, but you would keep choosing to murder them. Okay, so, Sade's turn. And then
Sade
the
is going to
thrall.
grab him by the head and then just freaking knock his lights out with her fly.
Okie doke.
This guy is getting in chokes now. Oh, come on, what is with this shit?
An unfortunate circumstance. This guy actually has an arrow sticking out of him as well. He was the one who was shot earlier by the thrall. And let's see.
Like to point out that I have a few arrows in me myself.
Yes. You two are making a lovely pair. The thrall is now going to see if he can do what the rest of you couldn't.
Hey, now
He gets another arrow stuck in him.
Yep. He like his other shoulder just ah.
splurt of blood. I was like, come on.
Burn the heretics, Frank. Like from the thrall in the background.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Frank, but you're a heretic.
Gotta burn all those heretics.
Tell him he's made the wrong decisions in life.
You've made the wrong decisions in life, Frank. And I'm not just talking about,
Oh God.
and I'm not just talking about that bitch of an ex-wife.
Wrong
Now
gods,
you
Frank.
give them the moment that
That's-
they're all
you
like,
gotta
they
pay.
don't care anymore.
What was that, Pip?
It's just like Frank, you worship the wrong gods, and you gotta pay for that.
Frank is annoyed and is going to try and shoot your thrall.
Oh, now that's just spiteful.
That's just mean.
God,
Your thrall dies.
I hate you, Frank.
Alright, this next guy deserves.
Yeah, you go ahead and you ruin his day.
just shot him in the face with his bow, and just like kind of turns to the rest. He was like, "I like my ex-wife."
I guess he's not gonna feel guilty about having killed this dude then.
Next guy.
this guy's leaving.
This guy's. What? Come back! I'm gonna hurt you.
He's pulling back, and he just like you hear a door slam in the distance, and yeah, some muffled shouting.
How far can I see down this hallway?
Oh yeah, you guys can.
You
yeah.
can now thrall a bit. Hit him! Hit him!
Okay, yeah. Do you want to,
Yeah,
Kara?
I'd do that.
Okay.
Go.
You lost a thrall, now you gain a thrall. He's got 1 hit point. As
Make
long
it
as
work.
you hit.
Come on! Ah!
Oh. Okay.
I guess you better just murder him the conventional way.
Yeah.
I guess.
Sade, Quentin, who wants to go next?
I mean, do you want to go?
I mean, please do, because my plan is to basically just fly through this hallway, make a sharp left, and then fly straight through the door.
Okay, this guy I'm probably just gonna knock out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick him up and slam him into the wall like a couple of times and throw his corpse to the side. Well, body.
He makes
That's
it.
what you get for being.
You cut out that.
That's what you get for being.
Leave the call and join again. We got
Why
that's
are you doing this to me, Hog?
that's
Why is it so bad?
I said that's what you get for being rude.
there we are.
Yes, exactly.
He makes a
was
noise.
worth it.
There we are. Yeah, indeed. He makes a noise like a squeaky toy, and and lands crumpled on the floor.
Wait, can I just... So, that's 45. Then... I can technically move in here, but I start by moving here, go through the door. What do I see?
Okay. On the other side of the door are a lot of armed people, and Bishop Sergeant Buckler, standing in an altar, surrounded by what looks like people chained to the walls. I haven't done the images for that, but yeah, it's like they're chained to the walls. They appear to be sitting above drains, and he's got a knife in one hand, like a dagger, and a shield in the other.
Okay.
See, the good thing is, if this all works out and we can keep him alive, this can be shown to be objectively true to all the people. So, hooray!
Yay!
What?
Yeah. Justice, Quentin, not just want to murder. He's got to go on trial and then be executed in a very painful way.
I would like. How brightly lit is this altar room?
It's got like a raging fire at the back, so it's pretty damn brightly lit.
Okay. So are there any shadows of which I can pop out of?
There's a couple, yeah. I mean, underneath the people is one, because they're all casting shadows.
I pop over in this corner.
Okay.
That's my action. So I do nothing more.
Hang on, I'm making sure I got everyone added.
Except for telling that, of course, that the room down the left is filled up with 5 people.
Oh, by the way, I never got to move my last turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought you wanted to body the guy. But yeah, do you want to move up? Yep.
Well, I was going to burst the door. I got a real strong thing for doors right now.
Well, you didn't have enough movement to get there in one turn.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's not going that way. Then Quentin breezes past like a douche.
Flying.
Take on the highway.
Now. Okay.
That's wrong.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go to the top of initiative again, and who wants to go first?
Did Carrot get a move either? Oh wait, yeah, you attacked, missed, and then it was my turn.
Yeah. So you two didn't wait for Kara to make any decisions about moving. But yeah, it's
just fine.
Who wants to go first?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I'm gonna have to spend my turn catching up anyway. So you know.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know who got the back. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
so.
Quentin or who? I guess I have to make an appearance, that way everybody attacks me, and then...
Yeah, I mean, I would like you to basically bust through the door so I can pop up and say it's open.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm going to crash through the door here.
The door is... I mean, did you phase through it, or did you open it?
I poked my head through it.
Okay, so yeah, you break through the door with a mighty smash.
That's something I want to do. Yeah. Anyway, I am in all my glory, covered in arrows and axe wounds and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I crash through the door and say, "Party's over."
Oh boy.
Your health's doing alright, isn't it?
I have 7 left. I'm taking a lot of hits, a lot of big hits too.
Yeah, these guys have hit pretty well.
I'm not too worried about. I have 7 out of 17.
No, how much effort?
None.
Oh.
It's all committed right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you burst your way through.
Yeah, I burst my way through, and then I'm going to, I guess, ruin the closest person's...
Yeah, you can hit this guy. So,
okay. So, I guess I'll just make him terrified to do that. I could do it anyway, but
yeah,
terror feels more thematically appropriate. Aww, why is it all so bad rolls? Come on, I literally just need to roll a 10 or higher, come on!
You got a 50-50, but roll 20 is full of arse. So, Quentin, you or Kara next?
I'll go last, because I'm just moving. You carry on.
Okay. So yeah, I basically pop out from this person's shadow and just like... actually, can I get a surprise attack on this dude?
Yes, you can.
Oh my god, I'm gonna take the surprise attack.
That will mean his AC is higher. So yes. I'll just get his AC for you. That would make his AC, let's say 6.
So no modifiers. So I whack him in the back of the head for 2 damage.
Okie doke.
It's fun.
I just like pop out of the shadow with like brass knuckles and each hand just like whack whack.
Okay, he kind of clutches his head slightly, but yeah, basically he's still upright. He's an older man, but he's still up.
And then I just yell at him that it's over, stop the goddamn ritual.
That goddamn ritual is like really playing on words there, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, almost 4 different.
Carrot, you'll go.
It's if I'm running, it's 60, is it?
60,
Yes.
so you can get, yeah, just there.
I can basically come to here.
Yes.
Can I?
Yes, yeah, no, that's fine. Is there any, like, things you might want to activate, or...?
I was looking, and no, the rest of it is constant stuff, basically. Oh, except for the Stain of the Sin, which really I'd like to save for our good little friend, the Sergeant down there.
Okie doke. So, we've got an elite to go, and that's going to go for Kara. So, we're going to go for an axe, because they just came through. Bada bada bing, bada boom. That's a miss. This elite is going to use a bow on Kara.
No, my friend.
Swish.
An unfortunate miss. This one's going to be going for Sade.
No, not my face.
This one's with a bow. Ah, dear. This one is the one that Kara just attacked, so it's going to be slashing back with an axe. They all kind of mobbing into you slightly. Oh, that's a hit.
Is that Kara or me? Which
That's Sade, you.
1 damage.
1 damage, and this one is preparing a bow, and he's going to be aiming for... This one's... Okay, he's seen what... this one is the one who came in earlier, so he's seen what can happen, and he's going for Sade, because Sade basically splattered a good few people across the walls.
And is generally terrifying.
Yes. Well, you're both terrifying. There we
my
are.
face.
So yeah,
I
they...
have a question regarding miracles, basically.
Yeah.
I didn't see much about healing. Can we not like use effort for the day to help in any way? Or
Unfortunately, that falls under fertility, health, those kind of words. You guys have a lot of violent words, so you do
so
damage.
all the stuff we're going to go into later, but not right now.
Yes.
I would like to point out that at the end of the day, every normal mortal person recovers 1 HD, and every Godbound recovers all their hit.
It's, to be honest with you, it's like if worse comes to worse, you could back off because if I die, it's not like I stay dead.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, and even if they were to take me down, they would still have to deal with 1 of 2 things. Either they need to physically fucking kill me, or they need to deal with my divine wrath, which is just like ultra instinct mode for.
I did read something about it, so it'd be interesting to see if it comes.
If you do go down, you die.
So
You can create a wall or zone of danger. Miracles to create a wall of fire, seal an enemy in a stone block, otherwise create hazardous zones that take 1 round to form. If the victim in range move out that round, they take no damage, otherwise damage is usually 1 point per level per round in the zone.
So just to check, your AC is 3, right?
Me?
Yes, because Bishop Sergeant Buckler's turn.
Yes.
And he will turn, and he looks quite mad. He's got blood just covering his face and dripping from his chin. He appears to have been draining the blood from the people and just either bathing in it or drinking from it. And he's just like staring at you and flashes the dagger up and is like, "You will not stop me!" And he does hit you, but it's like a.
Jesus Christ, Metro 20.
He slashes right through your armor, but unfortunately, just doesn't he scratches your armor, but just manages to avoid doing you real damage.
Actually, just the shadow. And
he's aiming for the shadows and slashing at you, and he will raise his shield up, like the shield that you've not seen, but was I have heard of, and he raises it up and is like, "Grant me strength." So yeah, it shines slightly as he brings it back down. So, okay, so now it's back down to your guys, and you guys can hear the screaming from the other room.
But yeah, you could effectively make like a swamp zone in that room, and if they don't move out of the room, they're gonna take damage equal to your level.
Yeah, that's totally possible. If I had any effort.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the
I've got
Kara.
effort left.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could definitely do that.
Literal swamp too.
Mm-hmm.
Just cover the entire area, make it so they can't. Like, it takes the end of your round till the end of till the start of your next round. I don't know.
Yeah,
It says
it
one
takes
round.
1 round to form, so effectively she does it now, and then she has to wait to the next turn, and then the zone is created.
I'm happy to do that. I'll commit the effort.
Then it does like 1 damage.
Is that
per
an
level.
action, or is
Yeah.
that a
It's a miracle.
miracle? Okay, so that would do 2 damage then. 2 damage, right?
Yeah,
It-
because it's 1 point per level per round.
Okay. Okay, so it's starting now, and it's an action, so it takes your turn? Or is it a free thing?
I think miracling is an action.
That's always an
It
action.
would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okie
The only
doke.
time it's not an action is when you defensively cast miracles.
Okay,
Which,
so
you know, you
Um,
stop damage.
I imagine
Describe-
you're just slamming the hands down.
yeah. Describe the swamp.
Yeah, so this is probably the most overtly witchy thing I've done. I'll just start weaving my arms and hands in hypnotic repetitive motions and chanting in rather disconcerting words that aren't really understandable, rising in pitch and tenor and ending with a scream as basically the floor between all the cracks in the stones, all this muck and mud starts bubbling up
Mm.
and
Okie doke.
out of the walls.
What is it?
Until a
Burn?
thick soup is basically sticking everything in place.
Okie doke. Sade, do you want to move as well? You can move.
No, I'm going to literally.
No, Kara. Sorry, Kara.
No, West. I think we should stay where we are, just
Okay.
to ruin their day.
Make sure these guys can't get out of here. So you know, if they
Okay.
do try, you know, they
Okay.
What is it like? What it lasts for 2 rounds. It does 2 damage a round, right?
No, it just lasts, I think.
Yeah, it lasts.
Nice.
And-
I
cool.
presume that's committing effort for the day as well.
Yeah.
It's F
Okay.
this year. Oh yeah.
But this, yeah. Okay,
I'm
so
going to whack this guy right here really hard.
okay, whack him good.
Literally. Do that wrestling thing where they backhand them. But this time his skull explodes.
Oh dear.
You did 4 damage to this poor guy.
Okay, so you've done 1 damage to him.
No,
Or I have shadow.
Oh yeah, Shattering Hand. Okay then, so yeah, he is down. Bam.
I like to imagine that its head exploded.
How
Yeah.
many hit dice do they have?
3.
So there's 1 overflow damage.
Yes, but no one in range.
That's true.
That's the
Nice.
big problem. Like that.
If she had moved 5 feet, then
Yes.
Yeah, well, into the damage zone? No.
Does,
It-
does
it
that
do-
affect us as well then?
The effect doesn't start until next turn. Remember?
Oh, okay. But when it does, will it affect us as well?
Yeah, because you basically.
because if victims in range move out,
Mm.
so
Okay.
yeah, I think it's just it
Yeah.
doesn't matter who is in the swamp.
Actually, the only reason I kind of did that is to keep him from hitting me because I want to move into the doorway to prevent them from moving.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. And no one will
Yeah.
get an attack of opportunity as well because you dodged
Would
around.
be one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
This guy here actually would get 1 attack of
This
opportunity.
guy or this guy would get an attack.
Yeah. So he's gonna get an attack of opportunity with his Axorino. And let's see. That's a miss. He's a bit too distracted by the soup that's coming around him. He swings desperately, but doesn't make any effort, and doesn't make a concerted effort to do it. Okay, so now
It's me.
you or Kara? Oh, Kara's gone. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
Quentin.
I try and hit him again.
Okay.
Even though he just shiny shield.
Mm.
What's his AC?
His AC is full.
An interesting way to kill a lot of people, by the way, Kara.
I hit him for 2 damage.
What I do?
I see.
So even though he has his shield up, I hover to his left and just give him a left hook into the guts or something.
Yeah, you aim the left hook, and you see him spin and bring the shield around, and
Damn.
this is just as oh, my brain just went blank. This is just as Sade walks in the door, and Sade, you open it, and you know what happens when that shield is struck.
Right.
So I want you two to make thingy saving. Is it spirit saving throws or hardiness saving throws? Sorry, hardiness saving. Yeah.
I once again have a question in that case. Does that Mantle of Nemesis thing apply for this? You commit effort for the scene and target an opponent who has inflicted hit point damage. Or has he done that to you? Hit point damage or harm on me or a companion?
He's about to if they fail.
Yeah, so
You
no.
instantly negate. Well, that's a bit weird then. You instantly negate an ability the target is using as if you had successfully offensively or defensively dispelled whatever power.
He hasn't done any damage to them yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
So no.
Oh yes.
That's a
I rolled
save.
my
Okay, then you take half damage, so each of you take 1.
Yummy.
As he
Do I need to do this?
No,
Or
no,
am I
it's
right?
it's basically in the room with him. So yeah, it's you hear all of the people attached to the wall screaming in agony as they all effectively get barraged by this stuff.
And most likely get killed.
Yeah, a lot of them are either unconscious already, or they're bleeding from the ears now. So
By the way, guys, if you do fail a save, I can roll again for you.
nice.
Yeah, because the divine protection thing I'm doing. Also, take his shield is what she's gonna yell at. You take
Okay.
that thing.
There are some attacks coming in from the elites. So this one is going up against Kara. So 2. What do we got here? Anything sneaky? Oh, that's a hit. 2 damage. Yeah. And we're getting 3 bow shots as they're kind of... You're chanting kind of scared them. So they're concentrating fire on you.
Man, look at those hits.
1 damage. At least it's not the big dude.
Luckily, I'm still alive.
Right? Aren't we all? I got 4 hit points, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 12.
Oh, wait, 3.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, from the extra one. Okay, so these guys have all fired their shots, and now it's this one's gone. Yeah, Bishop Sergeant Buckler's time. He hasn't noticed you've come in, so he's still challenging Quinton, and he's going to pull the knife around again and try to stab it home. He's like, "You will not stop my holy crusade!"
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Another
He's old and feeble, but there's something about that knife.
I love it. It's a D12, and
Yeah.
One.
He's constantly.
Big time.
This is about showing about how good his holy crusade is. All right, so to you guys, who wants to go first?
Hey, fun fact: everybody in the room take 2 damage.
Well, no, that's Kara's turn, isn't it?
Yeah, effectively, we could just make it your turn now.
Do you want to do your turn first?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So they all take 2 damage, yes.
Okay. They are all still upright, but you see them. Yeah, they are on 1 hit die each.
Terrified.
So
Right
it.
now, they're terrified.
There is that moment of like, how would you describe how the damage is dealt to them?
I'm guessing that all the sort of swamp waters that have been gathering start to churn and boil violently, and then there's just like a big concussive blast of fetid water smashing into them all.
I was considering like gooey, half-formed,
It
almost.
is basically semi-solid mud.
Oh, like forms, like of their own guilt and those they've wronged, clawing out of the muds to come attack them.
I will definitely go for that.
Yeah, just because.
All of them like crawling out the bog water, just
Yeah.
grabbing onto them,
As
kind of dragging it down.
you bring them to their own swamp of sorrows, fucking Atreyu's in here, like. One of them is being attacked by a horse, but yeah, so they're all being like massively assaulted, and But now it's your turn. And also, if you get within range, you can overflow damage onto people.
Oh, yes.
And actually, your range is eyesight for you, so...
Yeah, 200 feet.
So roll an attack, and if you roll a 4, you wipe all 4 of them out in a single blink.
And if she does it with the guilty woe thing, or with the
Yes,
guilty...
which I'm gonna.
Then, if you get 4 damage, you can get 4 thralls in a single hit.
Would be beautiful.
Yes.
Plus, you could.
Oh.
Why, world? Why?
It's 1 even.
Unfortunately.
Why?
It could have been cool, and other things that I call... Yeah.
Yeah.
Quentin or Sade, who's next?
When
I spot Sade, of course, so I'm gonna move 5 feet here, so he'll have his back turned to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try and whack him again.
oh god.
You're... Okay, AC 4. You're basically fighting right next to the burning candelabra that is like the at the back here, so you're like fighting against the fire, and it's very dramatic.
Yeah. But then again, because if he automatically blocks like he did last time.
Oh no, that was an effort thing. And
Oh, okay.
so,
Then I'm just gonna hit.
yeah, like that. Okay, 1 damage.
You keep hitting him so easily. You've been missing this.
Awesome.
Okay, fine.
I mean, he's not wrong. He is awesome. But yeah. Okay. So, anything else you want to do, or is on to Sade?
On to Sade.
Okay.
Just need to check.
He has a free action, summon his halberd and toss it to him.
I think he has his halberd.
Oh, do you have your halberd?
I didn't pick it up.
Okay.
I'm hitting him with that.
Yeah. You can pick it up and toss it to him.
Pick it up.
Well, yeah, summon it. So.
That's something.
What's up?
I have a hit bonus of 2 and not 1.
Yes, because of thingy.
Because of leveling. So I've been playing this entire encounter with a hit bonus of 1.
Oh dear.
Then this one.
Okay then.
Oh wait, speaking of which, did any of those guys that are still alive harm either me or Sade?
I think
I
two.
can't miss, remember?
Oh yeah, you can't miss. My brain. Yeah, you.
I forgot as well.
No, that's the thing. You didn't. 2 of them damage you. They were shooting you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay, so roll some damage, a D10, and
10.
Oh.
That's 1 damage.
that's 1 damage. So one of them is your thrall now.
Okay, cool.
Closest guy.
Yeah, closest guy.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Why is it base damage?
Here's the sad fact. At the beginning of your next turn, he's gonna die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is it base damage? Shouldn't it have an attribute bonus to it?
True. You would have to add your
Wisdom, is
whatever.
it? I keep forgetting to do that in the other games as well. So you'd add your wisdom. So how much would?
So it should be. Would that be modifier?
Yeah.
Then it should be 4.
4. What's 4?
Still 1.
That's still 1. Okay, so you still like.
Will that dude get a turn before dying horribly?
Yes, because it's gonna be their turn.
Oh, no.
So yeah, it's Sade's turn.
Speaking of, I need to check something real quick. I'm sorry if it takes a second because I'm not looking through the book, just trying to figure out. Is my attack bonus correct? 2 plus. Yeah, that's correct.
You guys are level 2, and you decided to assault the cult base. There's a reason why you're struggling a little.
At least we waited till level 2.
Alright, so
I mean,
yeah.
it's taken an investment of resources, but all things considered, I think it's going okay.
Right? Until, whatever horrible twist happens. Alright, so yeah,
I'm gonna throw my halberd at him.
no, I'm not gonna throw your halberd at him. Actually, I'm not. It's cool as shit. No, I'm not gonna throw your halberd at him. Or should I? It's a weird. Anyway, I'm going to charge into him and push him against Quentin, I guess.
Okie doke.
You're gonna go out of engagement.
What?
The 2 guys in the room.
Yeah. They're both using bows, so they don't get an attack of opportunity. They're using bows.
Oh. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to Actually, I'm probably going to grab him like a full Nelson and try to choke him with my hand.
Okay, well, roll me damage. Well, roll me an attack, so.
AC.
AC is 4. Ooh, big hit.
He takes a whooping 4 damage.
Okay. You grab him and... Well, hang on a sec. Tell me what you do.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to like start choking him until either he passes out or continues to fight back.
He had 4 health left, and you did 4 damage.
I just grab him and just start choking the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's stabbing at you with a knife, but he's not making any headway. It's
Kill Steve.
He just passes right out. I don't want to kill him. I'm like,
yeah.
him out.
He fucking... Like, he could have done so much damage, but kept rolling ones.
Don't you love that when you're like playing this massive boss battle and like it does nothing and they actually stab themselves at somehow?
Oh god.
I know how I felt with the apex of death.
Oh god. Oh well. So...
an entire bandit camp out of guys, and they killed 4 of their own teammates, and the bandit leader chopped his own head off. Okay,
Jesus Christ.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, so yeah, he's stabbing you, and you just like you see him passing out, and eventually like the knife drops from his hand, and he just goes weak and collapses. Okay, so now it's the turn of the elites, and well, a lot of them don't know what's going on because they're not looking in the other room.
Can I see what's happening in there?
You can.
Can I shout out that your false priest has fallen? Leave.
Let's see. I'll make a morale roll for the 3 of them that can still exist.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that makes any sense at this point.
Okay.
I'll have my thrall shout, yeah, leave.
Yeah, and yeah, he's this guy is just gonna go. It's like, I will fight for my god, and then get hit by your thrall, or at least we'll see if he gets hit by his thrall.
Just gets his head lopped off.
So AC of 5. It misses. So yeah.
You're letting the fight down, Jeff.
I'm working with what I got.
They both die.
So he will actually, as that happens, he'll kind of go up here. So get out of the bog. Like he slices him and walks out. So yeah, this guy is going to run up and try to get past you. Would you like to attack him?
Is he actually trying to leave?
Yes. Oh no, wait,
yeah.
he's not, is he? He's actually brave. So yeah, he passed.
Morale.
His morale succeeded, but he's also trying to get out of the bog. So you can get an attack as he's trying to get out of the bog.
If he's gonna try to pass me, I'm gonna try to stab him.
Yeah. Or yeah, you can stab him or wisdom him or whatever you desire.
Can I woe to the guilty him?
Yes. And there's 3 of them here, so if you.
So what should his AC be in this case?
5. AC is 5.
Oh man, this poor bastard.
They've all clumped up as they're trying to get.
Thank
okay.
God for that, at last.
Okay, so this guy is a thrall now. And who would you like to overflow into?
That's the next guy. The next one up after that.
As you kind of look in their direction and shadowy kind of horns come out of nowhere and pierce them, and this final guy who's still alive just horrible screaming noises, and then yeah, he can't run anymore because that's as far as he got.
I have a suggestion that will be good for our optics, and that should be to have these enthralled guys drag Buckler upstairs for everyone to see.
Yeah. Plus, we gotta really.
Yeah, there's 5 people down here.
Well, yeah, I could probably carry. Well, I can't. I'm weak, actually. I'm not strong at all. I have 10 strength, but doesn't matter. Yeah. Let's get them down. Make sure they're healthy. Make sure they're alive, and drag his stupid ass back.
Yeah.
And
Like, I love.
combat's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okie doke.
That
So
worked out in our favor. I love that he didn't manage to succeed at all.
that was I fucking love that. That was
No,
wonderful
I
for
felt
me.
I felt like, yes, this massive badass just goes down.
Can I just check, like, as well, he did have a heal, but he never got that off because I was waiting for him to utilize it well. And yeah, and just 4 damage instantly. But yeah, the so what would you like to do now that I'm guessing the swamp will disappear around this time?
Is the scene considered over?
Yes.
So we can have our effort back.
Yeah.
whenever we can.
Yay! Finally, I have effort again. Although my soldiers did just disappear.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well-
it's vote the guilty is over, but I'm guessing the 24 hours thing still applies.
Yeah, that'll 24 hours. So
Yeah.
I'll go guide the others down here.
okie doke.
I'll make sure the people are alive, and I guess I'll just keep an eye on Tara, make sure she doesn't murder the priest.
Yeah, it's gonna have that thing where I'm basically looking like I really want to stab him repeatedly till he's just paste.
Like your long fingernails are clicking against each other as you like fidget, staring at it.
Well,
let
this
the
weight
people
goes
decide
on, just
what to
hunching
do with
over
him.
like an.
Hang on. What was that, Pip?
Hmm?
What was that, Pip?
I'm gonna go guide the people, or the other thing where I just said we'll just let the people decide what to do with him.
Yeah, two were speaking at once, so I couldn't hear what that. But yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, okay.
No
It's all right. Just yeah. So eager for his death, and you're not the only one. Are you going to free the people chained to the wall?
Yeah, as I said, I'm going to go up to them, take them all down, make sure they're healthy, and then I guess as I'm doing that, I'm keeping an eye on Tara to make sure she doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
And honestly, probably like gonna have the guys drag them upstairs. Make sure these people.
Okay. You recognize some of these people chained to the wall.
It's one of them, Johnny. It's one of them. I forgot her name already. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Gretchen. Remember her? She went.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember her.
Yeah,
Just,
you never checked up or anything like that on her, and she kind of got
well,
recaptured.
foolishly, I thought she'd be fine, and clearly I should never think that in a game run by you.
She kind
Fine,
of.
There's nothing.
She kind of got captured again, but with the fact that well, because none of you decided to check on her or look after her, and she was a nutcase roaming around the
Wasn't she
streets.
living in the house with my siblings?
Yes, and then she left
I
because
have
that's how a
questions.
house works.
So we're
Fair
gonna
enough.
like let the general populace rip this guy to shreds, right?
Well, first we gotta hold the trial.
Hmm.
Isn't that what we're doing now?
Yeah, I guess technically.
Okay.
I'm quite literally waiting to use Stain of Sin, so like everyone who sees this can see a mark on his head objectively saying he did naughty blood ritual things.
Okay.
Also, yeah, we gotta also take his weapons away, so he doesn't have it to wait for himself.
Yeah.
When we pull a fucking Mussolini and have him like murdered by the people.
Okay, so what are you taking from him?
Just his stuff. Make sure he's not armed.
Okay, you can, yeah, take his knives. He's not got anything on him except for the knife, a shield, and a amulet around his neck.
Okay, well I'm gonna take all of those and make sure he's not armed, and I'm guessing it hurts me a lot to do that.
Hurts you?
I wouldn't be surprised if I just suddenly exploded for no reason.
No. It's he doesn't seem to have considered that people would be taking these off him.
Okay.
What a dick.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take all those things. I'm going to stick them in the back of my pants, I guess, and then yeah, make sure everyone's healthy, and then take them all down and help them up, and then I guess the guy's already been dragged away. I'm going to mute all their fears too to make sure they're not freaking out.
Okay. Just to so Quentin, when you get up to the hospital, you are in what looks like a doctor's office, which has been moderately used for a while, and you know this is where you popped your head out into before. So what would you like to do upon exiting the top?
Well, I would like to basically just fly up, see if I can spot how far the angry mob is.
There's a lot of confused people who are gathering outside of the hospital. You do see that Wolfgang is in front of them, being like, trying to like organize them, but not 100% sure what he's meant to be telling these people, as you just kind of told him to gather people and to show them that the cult was going to be pretty messed up.
Luckily, it's all working out nicely.
Yes.
We found the blood ritual area, so all we need to do is drag him out there, and then the victims to show like he's been doing this shit. Hopefully, Quentin doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I was planning on just guiding them down here.
Horrible idea. Okay.
I mean, are you gonna say that to me?
Nah,
That
I
we should
don't
drag him.
even know what you're doing.
Well, you see
I was gonna go against the others.
You see, Daisy is out there as well, talking with the crowd. I was like, I'm not quite sure what you're all here for.
I would like to fly down next to Daisy.
Mhm.
And they're just like, so we have uncovered the cultists' hideout and have taken care of it. As of right now, Sergeant Buckler,
Buckler, yeah.
Buckler was in the midst of performing a blood ritual using the local citizens.
What nonsense you're talking about, blood ritual? You're saying there was something like that in the hospital?
Yeah, if you don't believe me, you can follow me.
I'm sure as hell gonna do that. And
I don't know, guide them all down into the tunnels.
It starts with Daisy and then Wolfram and then like a whole like entire group of people just following through. You do hear footsteps in the distance and you see a glimpse of what might have been one of the cultists who managed to live, just dashing away. As you know,
weren't a lot of them like completely fucked up and not dead?
Yeah, but I mean, there's one that literally just got told to run. So yeah, he is running far, far away.
Was he scared of me?
Actually, probably not you, because most he saw was Kara's.
Yeah, but
stuff.
did I force any morale check on him?
I think Kara forced the morale check on more than anything else.
But yeah, I mean, if I run into him, I'm gonna apprehend him.
No, he's you basically hear him running away. So like he's like you basically, it's that kind of moment of you hear the sound of the rapid footsteps and go, oh, maybe one of them's running, kind of thing.
Good, you can spread word with friends.
I of course grabbed a few lanterns on the way out and hand them out to people, as it is incredibly dark down here.
I'm going to
Yep.
ask. I'm going to ask the Bog Witch if she has any water to give to these people.
He'll just give you a look.
I don't know.
It's in a sense of yes, but you don't want me to do that.
Unless
I don't want these people to live.
I don't have any water on me. I don't eat or drink.
Neither does. Yeah.
We should get them brandy, clearly.
So yeah, the cultists, thralls, are doing a mixture of supporting the injured and dragging Bishop Sergeant Buckler around, and you two roughly meet around like here or in the middle, where like the crowd is coming down and you're all dragging the injured out, and like Daisy is right behind Quentin and just like pauses and goes, oh, what in the earth is this?
I'd like to point to Buckler and look at her and give her a smile and say, see, mercy.
She smiled, oh my god.
It's not a particularly friendly smile.
Fair.
She had a little bit of a look at her face as if she's wondering if you guys had the right idea the entire time. It's not a very happy look.
I gently guide Gretchen over to her. I was like, we got like 5 people that are very hurt down here. I'm keeping them calm. Don't ask me how. But once they leave my sight, they're going to freak out.
Well, come on then, girl. We'll get them out of here. Don't let them leave your sight.
Everybody come here. Just follow me. I know you need help with your leg. Come on.
She will pause when she sees the thralls helping, and will just kind of go, what's wrong with this man?
They're making up for their wrongdoing.
Service.
She looks very skeptical at this. But
It's forced community service. It's only 24 hours, right?
And then they can rest.
That's a way to put it. That is definitely a way to put it.
we have bigger things to handle right now.
Fair enough.
And then she'll like,
Bitch, you brought it up.
yeah, but these guys are gonna die afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing she's more worried about. And
I would like to lead it.
There's a lot of weird priorities right now.
Yeah. What was that, Pip?
I would like to lean into Wolfram and just say send a few people over to basically the treasury over here and have them collect what's in there.
Yes, sir. And he kind of motions to a few guards, and they kind of disappear further down with the lanterns. And you see there's like a lot of crowd of people. Some of them you recognize from your time around, you know, some of them you don't. There's a lot of look of horror and disgust what they're seeing down here. And so they're kind of like looking to Quentin and Kara, because you two are the ones who are still around, and you've got Bishop Sergeant Buckler with you, and they're kind of looking at you as if expecting you to tell them what to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say to Quentin, just out loud, I'm gonna say, you probably should make sure the church gets on lockdown, like, right now.
Yeah. So I would like to... Let's see, cities...
I think I'm just gonna set myself up as Buckler's guard dog.
Mm.
You know what? You should let Kara explain to them what happened, and you can go take care of the church yourself.
Yeah, that'll go well.
It seems great, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I would like to commit efforts for the day in order to use my word on the street and select a group of people I have visited. So I'm gonna select the guard because I'm not assuming all guards are down here.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, basically just give them the message that the church is what's it called? Wanted for heresy and blood ritual and harming the local people, and are to be put on lockdown right this moment.
Okay.
And they're not obliged to heed my message, but they will like still hear the message.
Roll me a charisma.
Do I get a +4 because I persuaded the guard?
Because you are a guard, yes.
Because I am a guard, and because I have a project that persuade the guard, they won't really ask questions for when I perform actions in the city.
Yeah. Let's just go with you get the +4, and they're not going to ask why suddenly there's someone talking in their head.
Okay.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
So I successfully persuade them to basically put it on lockdown and make sure nobody leaves the church and nobody enters the church.
Okie doke. Or at least you persuade them to make the attempt to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's okie doke. So you managed to do that.
Yes.
And Kara, what are you gonna do?
Honestly, unless I'm directly asked by anyone, I'm not really gonna volunteer much. I'm just gonna have my thralls hold on to Buckler, at least the ones that aren't helping people, and just glare at him constantly. Which she'll pretty much continue to do right up until the point where whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Hey, Hog, we've been doing this for 4 hours. Can I get up there, fix all the things, and give my fucking speech, whatever?
I think we'll leave it here. I just was checking to see what you guys were doing. So, and then next time we'll start the trial, shall we?
Yeah. Then we can have our dominions and yummies.
Indeed. Yeah. So yes. Sorry that took so long, but yeah. So
it's fun. I really enjoyed that.
So you're up there with Daisy. You're fixing up the people who've been injured, and there's that moment of you see that Gretchen is awake enough to speak, and she kind of looks over to you and goes, twice, before going to bed.
In the interest of fairness, I'd like to order one of the thralls to tell Daisy everything. Absolutely everything. Leave no awful detail out, just so she gets the full picture.
Okay,
About what went down.
yeah.
What he was doing, why he was doing it, what they've anything else I don't know that they've been up to and have been involved in that, obviously the public wouldn't want to know about.
Yeah. Just about 5 minutes into that conversation, Sade, you have to fix the guy's broken nose.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's something I wanted to bring up with you before we go any further, I guess, is
Yeah.
that when I level up, I take my fact. You can take a fact to like learn a lesser martial strife or gain an artifact, or what I was interested in was learning healing magic.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. You can get up to Grandmaster healing magic if you take a fact. For it.
Okay.
Or any magic, Cinnabar Order, or the Diacromancers, or whatever the shit.
No, I wasn't aware that was a thing. Okie doke. Okay.
Yeah, otherwise you would have to do it through having the sorcery word. That's resource
okay.
right there.
Kara, where would you like to put Bishop Sergeant Buckler?
Ooh, that is a very good question. Are there any clerics, Templars, or otherwise on site here besides the ones we've dealt with?
There's generally not any of those kind of people around. Or do you mean like of the cult?
Of the cult. This is below the hospital, isn't it?
Yes. No, there doesn't. There's your thralls, but it appears that all the others are either dead or run off.
Actually, this place seems pretty secure. It might be an idea just to plop him in a room, like where the treasury was, if that's been raided, and I'll just stick there, making sure he doesn't do anything naughty.
Okie doke.
And just get the word out through the medium of thralls and such that a trial is forthcoming.
Okie doke.
I like the idea that you're just literally staring at this man.
Yeah, that is literally what I'm going to do.
Without breath.
But yeah, okay, so you locked them up in there. And Quentin, what would you like them to do with the treasury items?
I would like to basically just take them back to like headquarters until we figure out what to do with them.
Okay, and do you have any more orders for the guards in this, in relation to this?
No, not really. But I would like to send out a citywide message that we will be holding the trial of Sergeant Buckler, like at the hospital, and
yeah, okie doke. Yeah,
just a PSA.
Fine with that. Fine with that. Okie doke.
I like the imagery of that. He'll be judged at the site of where he did awful things to his victims.
Yes.
Okay. And hey, you could always consider some other people you might want to put in trial as well.
Like all the people who aren't dead here.
Not that this is anything but a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
More of a formality.
Okay then. So yeah, we will stop here for the day then.
That was so much fun. I especially like the combat part. I don't know why. I guess it's because I have a combat character, maybe.
Oh, I think as well. I do hope that I gave like a sense of progression as you were going through it. It wasn't just.
Yes.
I would enjoy it. I was expecting more of a build-up, and then like a grandstanding show of force, and then. But no, we just kind of fucked them up.
Yeah.
I succeeded in sleeping everybody.
By the way, I literally was seconds away from having my ass kicked. I had 3 hit points left.
Yeah, part of me wonders what would have happened if instead of going for Quentin, I turned around and gone for Sade. Because a D12 might have really taken you out.
Yeah,
I feel like more lucky rolls would have made a huge difference.
That's the thing, though, is that if it did it to Quentin, this is a thing I still haven't used. I can stop any hostile effect or injury just dead.
Yeah.
As an instant action, once a scene. Yep. I can just do that, and it never comes up.
Well, you have also used. Yeah, you've used a lot of your effort as well, so yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just that I'm always waiting for a big hit. I could just go, nope.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to stop the recording here, and we'll sort out all the experience and everything afterwards. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.